Yeah.
on the show. You've been far from that for a long time, but it's not. You have a lot of history, obviously, with both these teams. Coached at
Yeah.
both schools.
Well,
A big D4 matchup tonight.
yeah, big matchup. Quickly, I coached Matt Hoops his junior year. Matt was one of those guys that steps across the line, turns into a different kid.
Yeah,
He's a competitor.
yeah,
But this series has been good. When we first started playing the series, I kind of wondered how it would
yeah,
go, but
yeah.
it's been a good series. I mean,
Well, if you remember last week, I mentioned the average score of the last 4 years is 29 to 28.25. I mean, it doesn't get any much closer than that with two wins coming on both sides, both the road team.
yeah, and both of us being in Division 4 Region 16, uh, kind of gives you a gauge. Although last year, what did they were finished like number 2 in the region, and we
Yeah,
beat them up there.
yeah, we beat them 28-14. Um, both of us are obviously fortunate to get to move over to Region 15. Now, that's not to take anything away from teams like St. Clairsville, Steubenville, Bloom Carroll. There's good football teams, but it just seemed in Region 16 that I would have had to keep talking for about a minute and a half to cover all of the teams that we struggled to compete with, especially back in 2016. I mean, you remember how excited I was to play Valley View.
Begged
Remember?
for them. We want
and,
Valley View.
And we played them so many that we finally beat them, and then Clint Massey. And it shows our growth. Clint Massey was a game that we didn't want any part of for a while. But then we found a way to get there with
that
them.
game when Hayden Shanks was a senior. I think we not only earned respect from Clinton Massey, but the whole region.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean,
Absolutely.
after that game was over, you saw coaches and kids coming over
Sure.
tipping their cap because
Sure.
that was we were in it to the end.
And I've told Krabby that multiple times when we've talked that his staff has done a wonderful job of they always talk about the culture in RMA. I mean they believe in that stuff. It's real. They're dedicated and have done a nice job. Now on the other side, Coach Hoops. Okay, we all know him as a basketball coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who decided a few years ago to become the football coach also, which is something that's not done. Obviously, back in the day it was, but not commonly. But then when he decided to give one up, were you as surprised as I was that he gave up the basketball job?
Yeah, but you know what? Football's 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever, and you're done.
Yeah.
And then you go into that, your 25, 30, whatever weeks.
Sure, but football.
games there.
There's still a lot of work to be done to continue the tradition and culture and all that with the weightlifting
Well,
and motivation.
but that makes you question: does his last son being a senior have anything to do with?
Yeah.
And his oldest son is now playing the quarterback in college. Maybe he's
you'd know better
starting
than I
that
would.
transition.
You know them better than I do.
And
but-
I don't know that at all. I just, you're gonna want to go watch your kid play. You got him to
Sure.
that point.
Sure. And folks, as you know, some games got played last night. Some got partially played. Some are being played tonight. We're trying to pay attention to all of them, and one of them playing close attention to right now down at Ed Miller Stadium. Jackson leads Wheelersburg 21-17 with, I think that's the end of the third quarter. Is that what I'm saying? Coming to the end of the third quarter. It was a no-score game when they called it last night due to weather, early second quarter. But they have put points on the board on both sides, so it looks like that one's going to go down to the end. Piketon pulled out a good one last night. They held out and finished their game last night. It took a while. I think they got started a little before 9 o'clock. But back to this game again. Tigers come in 2-0, Unioto 1-1, and it's early. But whoever wins this game can count on a whole bunch of help moving forward in those computer points and getting you positioned correctly in the playoffs.
Yeah, because the other team's going to win a lot of football games.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the way it's set up. You mentioned it last year. We beat them 28-14. They go 9-1, 8-2, whatever it was, and they're near the top of the region and help us get to where we were. Same thing with St. Trace, although they did come up on the short end again last night. But typically, they're going to win some games. And in SVC, I mean, somebody's got to win because they play a bunch.
Right.
All right, we're going to go back to the station for a break. When we come back, we will look at some of those other area scores from last night and get you all ready for kickoff. And maybe our sponsor will be back by our second set. We'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes, whatever my producer would like. You're listening to Todd Harris Early Pregame Show on WXIZ.
Valley View Health Center in Waverly, where your well-being is top priority. Valley View offers comprehensive health care services including expert medical care, dental services, and mental health support. Conveniently located at 227 Valley View Drive in Waverly, they're committed to your health and happiness. From routine checkups to personalized care, Valley View is your trusted partner. Visit Valley View Health Center because your health matters. Call 740-947-7726 or walk in today.
Todd Harris Realty is a proud sponsor of Pike County High School sports. With over 19 years of experience, Todd Harris is your go-to real estate expert in Waverly. As a broker and $1 million producer, Todd Harris will help you find your dream home. Visit Realtor.com to see Todd's listings and call him today at 740-947-7677. That's 740-947-7677. Support local and enjoy Pike County sports. Are you craving a pizza that's as big as your appetite? Try our $10.99 extra large New York style pizza. It's packed with your choice of one topping and made with our original fresh, never frozen dough. It's hand stretched thinner with 8 oversized foldable slices. This is one big deal for one big pizza. Available now for a limited time at Papa John's Pizza in Jackson and Waverly, Ohio. Don't wait, order now and get your slice of the action before this offer disappears.
We offer the latest in innovative technology, from state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Klinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Klinkers is an ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Klinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
Welcome back to the Todd Harris Realty pregame show as we get you ready for this Division 4 Region 15 matchup between the 1-1 Unioto Shermans and the 2-0 Waverly Tigers. Matt, some of the games got played and finished last night. We'll look at a couple of those. You mentioned at the break, Portsmouth West with a comeback win against the Hillsborough Indians by a score of 27-20. That is a huge win for the West Side.
Yeah, to get back on track, I'm sure they weren't expecting to be 0-2 going into that game. But you knew it was coming. I mean, West didn't drop off that much. I know they lost some kids, but
I was beginning to wonder. I mean, I even took Hillsborough last night, if you remember.
Yeah, well.
Paint Valley took care of McLean. I'm not surprised with the score 30-7. That's a dominant win by the Bearcats.
Well, and Braylon Robertson became the all-time leading rusher at Paint Valley last night, according to the post I saw. 4,100 yards.
What? Wait a minute.
That's what I saw on Facebook.
Wasn't there a couple of Shoemaker? Didn't Todd Shoemaker run for some yards or something? Harry, put your headphones on.
I'm trying to catch my breath.
He's trying to catch his breath. All right, I'm going to move on these scores. Amanda Clear Creek beats Adena 17-7. Folks, I think Amanda Clear Creek's probably a pretty nice football team, and I'm not sure Adena, all-time leading rusher, 4,100. Braylon Roberts got 4,100 yards at Paint Valley.
In 2 years.
Holy snakeys, Batman. Do you know that, Todd?
I saw it, yeah, but I was a little flabbergasted by the number.
Todd, I was just, as you were putting your headphones on, Amanda beats Adena 17-7. What's your read on that? You got one?
I don't know.
I don't think. Listen, I work with a guy from Amanda, and he's a football guy as far as he played back in the day. But he said we're terrible. He said we're not nothing like we were
Not the good old.
And then Piketon beat Valley last night, 25-14. Now, when I got home last night, I turned it off. It was 25-0. So Valley must have put a couple up late.
What was that, about 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe?
No, it wasn't that late. Remember, I told you they got started before 9 o'clock, and I would say they were done by 11.
Kind of wish we would have, huh?
Well, no, it's bonus time, Harry. And by the way, North Union, which remember you told me it was somewhere north of West Union last night.
Yeah.
They won.
They beat Zane Trace 14-8.
Yeah, Pioneers 0-3. I don't think they were looking at that.
Circleville took care of Westfall 33-6. That one doesn't surprise me. Maybe the score a tick. But
Hey, guess if the playoffs started today, our opponent would be the Westfall Mustangs.
Well, I'm telling you what, careful what you wish for, because I remember a time when a guy doing the broadcast with us was ready to never go to a game again.
I don't think Westfall is synonymous with Germantown.
Well, I don't know. We gave up like 700 yards rushing that night.
I think that's still in the record book.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was a state record.
Crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, and Todd, I talked to you about this earlier. Mount Healthy, the Week 10 opponent of the Tigers, who put it on us pretty good last year, beats Wilmington 19-13, who lost to Miami Trace in a close one a week before. I don't know. Does that mean anything?
It's got to mean a little something, I guess. I mean, they're not obviously as strong as they were last year. I think the Week 1 victory is starting to speak louder volumes. The more deeper we get into the season, I think that's going to become a major point getter for us for the playoffs, for one, because I think Miami Trace is going to win their fair share of games.
Yeah, I called the day after that and got the opinion of a friend of mine about I asked him, what do you think of the Tigers? He goes, well, I think they're pretty good. He said, they just beat a really good football team. It's going to go 9-1 or 8-2 max. And
you got a lot of friends.
Yeah, well.
Well, it's all about matchups. And 3 years in a row, what we've all thought that Miami Trace was better than this Tiger team.
Mano a mano, they're big, physical, fast, good-looking athletes. I mean,
mean machine. You went mean machine on them, Todd. I mean, that's how big they were.
Sometimes you just got to question the play calling.
Got to teach them the foosball.
So, moving on from games that were played last night, most of these games, I'm pretty sure these games didn't even start.
Jackson's up on Ironton, or Wheelersburg now, I believe.
Yeah, they wish they were up on Ironton. Yeah, it was 21-17 at the end of the third quarter. But Northwest is at Huntington tonight, Southeastern at Eastern, Miami Trace. Well, I'm not sure where these are. Miami Trace versus Logan Elm, and then that Wheelersburg-Jackson game. That game was 0-0 early second quarter when they suspended it. Well, the offenses woke up after that, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. One little side note before I come over here, I was caught up with the Notre Dame game. Northern Illinois has the ball and driving down 1.
Well, you did see the play I mentioned earlier, right? That gave him the lead. Did you happen to see this? No. Northern Illinois completed a pass that passed through 3 people's bodies.
I don't even think it was intended for that guy.
And he caught it, and he had no choice but to just keep on going and score a touchdown.
The guy on TV thinks the running back ran the wrong route, and he just happened to land in his hands, and he took it 70 yards.
I know a guy named Eric Williams who's very, very nervous right now, Todd, as Northern Illinois drives that ball down the field. All right, we are going to go back to the station for another break. When we come back, the Waverly Marching Tigers will make their way out onto the field, and we'll have a national anthem, and we'll get you all set up for this matchup and get Mr. Snodgrass and Mr. Harris keys to Tiger victory. We'll be back. You're listening to Todd Harris Really pregame show on WXIZ.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Football season is here, and Hometown Chevrolet in Waverly is a proud supporter of our local teams, the Piketon Red Streaks, Waverly Tigers, and Eastern Eagles. At Hometown Chevrolet, we believe in cheering on our local teams. Drive into those Friday night lights in a brand new Chevy. Check out the selection at yourhometownchevy.com Hometown people, hometown prices, that's the hometown advantage. Check out the all-new Hometown Chevrolet at 501 West Emmett Avenue in Waverly.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Floor BWXT Portsmouth. We want to wish all the schools good luck on a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we've been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all of the employees at Floor BWXT, I'd like to wish all of the teams in the four-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
Need a clean, safe, and convenient place to do your laundry? Look no further than Duds and Suds Laundromat, your self-service laundry destination at 112 Forsyth Street in Piketon. We're open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., offering enhanced quality cleaning with newer washers and dryers. Relax in a spotless environment complete with security cameras for your peace of mind. And while you wait, grab a snack from our vending machines. Duds and Suds Laundromat, proudly supporting Pike County High School sports. Come experience the difference today.
Welcome back to the Todd Harris Realty pregame show as the Waverly Marching Tigers make their way out on the field. This is about as far as we made it last night, Todd. We saw them marching, and then they turned around and marched right back.
Yeah, then we saw a couple of lightning bolts, and then we needed the old womp, womp, womp. Never got off the ground after that.
So, Unioto Sherman's Tigers, a matchup that's been a great matchup over the last 4 years, Todd. What's the key to tonight's game for the Waverly Tigers?
Well, I think it has to start up front, after, we didn't leave here last week feeling too good about the second half. The offensive line kind of got it handed to him in the second half last week. Mason was running for his life. We didn't really have much running. First half, we ran the ball pretty well. I mean, that kid Carroll ended up with 100 and some yards.
Yeah.
But the second half, not so much. So Unioto's always got some they don't have much depth from my understanding, but they've got some pretty big boys up front.
Well, and they're athletic,
And we gotta give Mason some time. We gotta get. I think we need to get Cody Swords an early touch tonight to keep him getting in the game.
Yeah.
Keep him. Sometimes us wide receivers are a little funky when it comes. If we're not getting our touches, it filters all the way. But just look at the pros. Jamar Chase says, "I may or may not play tomorrow."
Right.
So
it's not on the other side of the field. You have a pretty good relationship with Coach Hoops over there. What do the Shermans have to do to win this game tonight?
Well, they have to score early, and they have to stop the Tigers early and force punts and get some scores.
Well, they're not used to a Tiger first half team.
Right.
They have never seen that. Neither have we, but that's who we seem to be.
I just think if they start slow, Waverly gets up a touchdown or two, you'll see the heads start hanging because they've had last week they struggled because of injury.
Yeah.
And they've got some.
Hey, speaking of injuries, the quarterback, did they lose?
They lost their quarterback.
Do you remember? Sorry for putting you on the spot, son. I know I like to do that over the years.
What's the Hunter Houck status this week?
Well, he said he was okay with not scoring every point. Oh, we're going to do the national anthem right now. Let's just enjoy that.
Well, it doesn't get any better now.
Oh, outstanding.
I mean,
hey, Hey, Todd, you mentioned Jamar Chase. Obviously, tomorrow opening day for the teams that we pay the most attention to. Snod's here, so I guess we got to make that teams. What's the deal there with? Oh, you're not listening.
Yeah,
what's
I
the
am.
deal
I
there
can
with
hear
Jamar Chase? I mean, is he playing tomorrow? I mean, what's going on there?
He hasn't decided yet, from my understanding. Maybe the Bengals will ink him tonight and put that to rest. But I understand the Bengals side of things.
He's still got
Most
2
of those guys
years.
don't get their extensions until next year.
Yeah.
All his cohorts were in their 4th year when they got there.
I mean, Justin Jefferson's an example, right? But he's a year
ahead.
Then he also said that, there's rumor he wanted $1 more than what Jefferson got. And he goes, I don't want $1 more. I want to blow that out of the water. That's what he said. So.
Well, of course he did.
On the flip side of that, Jamar's one of the top receivers in the league. How long is that going to last? He's trying to get paid. I get it. But at the same time, he don't have a leg to stand on, in my opinion.
I know, but, from his perspective, his family's perspective,
he's got a lot of legs to stand on now because T. Higgins isn't playing tomorrow. So.
Well, then we need him to play, then, don't we? Bengals get the New England Patriots at home tomorrow. Now, the Browns, boy, that was nice scheduling for the Browns. Nice start there. Dallas Cowboys coming to town.
Got the Cowboys. Tom Brady's debut as a broadcaster.
Oh, boy.
Wonder if he'll be good at that. I'm sure he's better than Romo.
I don't know, Jim. What do you think?
Hey, I'm sure he'll do an outstanding job. Let's just hope that he's talking about the Browns a lot. You feeling okay about that one?
Our defense is going to be one of the best defenses in the league, I think. You get Chubb back. The question is our quarterback going to play? I mean, if it's the biggest got us moment.
Pardon the interruption. The Pirates of Wheelersburg have taken the lead on Jackson, 24-21, with 4 minutes to go in the game. Let's see. What am I looking at here? They both look the same color. Looks like they're getting ready for a kickoff, right?
Yeah. But
onside kick, seal the deal.
But Deshaun Watson, when he played for Houston, was really good. He just can't stay on the field. He reminds me of a guy named Fred Taylor, who we called Fragile Fred.
Yeah. He got so many massages that his arm fell apart.
Hey, Todd, do we have an update on the I mistakenly called the Salukis earlier. I meant the Huskies of Northern Illinois. Did they finish off the Irish?
I don't know that yet. Let me see here.
The Unioto Shermans making their way out onto the field. And I got to say, this is all happening a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah.
We still show 6 minutes to game time on the clock. Usually that's right at the end. Now, they already did the coin toss, right? So that stands. Is that correct? So the Tigers won the toss and deferred to the second half. So they will be kicking off to the Shermans.
Iowa's up 19-17 on Iowa State.
Iowa scored 19?
Northern Illinois, 16-14 final.
They win?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Just when Notre Dame starts feeling good about themselves and almost guaranteed a spot in the playoffs.
All Catholic Church has been delayed by 2 hours for tomorrow morning.
They're having an emergency mass right now.
Hey, I was also looking at another score. Did I see that Florida State lost again?
Yeah. They lost.
They're 0-2.
Well, they lost on Monday.
They lost to Georgia Tech
College.
before that.
Yeah, then Boston College hammered them.
Wow. Somebody on ESPN picked them to win that conference. That wasn't probably a very good pick. What we got on that sign, Snod? The Hometown Chevrolet tunnel is up, and the Tigers have made their way out there.
We got 99 problems, but a tank ain't one.
Hey, not so bad. Not so bad. Waverly cheerleaders out on the field getting ready to welcome the Waverly Tigers out. I was talking about that Jackson-Wheelersburg game. Looks like Jackson has the ball at about midfield.
Man, would you say
3.5 minutes to go?
Those are two. If you go back, let's say the last 10 years. I know Ironton is starting to come in the last 3 or 4 years, but those are the class of Southeastern Ohio.
Well, and I don't know if I said this on the air. I thought this was a much bigger game for Wheelersburg than Jackson.
Yeah.
I think because I read some stuff on Southeastern Ohio Preps, you don't say much when things are good, but Yeah, they're on them coaches pretty good right
it's
now.
funny.
They're like Ohio State fans.
Yeah.
Ryan Day's got one of the greatest records in the history of college football, but everybody wants to get rid of him because he lost to Michigan twice in a row.
Three times.
3 times.
But those aren't going to count. Those are going to get X'd out and not count.
Well, we saw when Michigan doesn't have a distinct advantage with knowing what play's coming. They didn't look very good today.
Boys, how nice would it be to
I
have
watched the Netflix special, and there was nothing illegal. He did, Todd. Just ask him. He said it.
Yeah, dressing up on another team's sideline.
Hey, just because he bought his Aunt Susie and Uncle John 50-yard line seats for High State Penn State, just out of the kindness of his heart.
But, wouldn't it be nice to have Quinn Ewers in Columbus right now?
Hey, could have who?
Quinn Ewers, the quarterback of Texas, was Ohio State initially.
Hey, speaking of Texas, they look pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah, I watched most of the first half. I kind of faded out in the second.
What do you mean you faded out?
I was tired.
And the Tigers make their way through the hometown Chevrolet tunnel. Cade Carroll and Belisano leading the Tigers out along with Mason Pollard. Tigers in their gray pants, black jerseys, black mat helmets.
Kudos to the flag girl there.
Yeah.
The United States of America.
Unioto Sherman's in their white-on-white LSU uniforms, and I mean exactly, right?
I think I like the uniform. I told Matt just the other day, going to the white helmet was a great call.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. So
drives me nuts about LSU. I love their purple jerseys, and they wear them once a year.
Yeah.
Homecoming. The only time they ever wear them. And it's usually against some team that's like Western Illinois or something. Hey, my Leathernecks.
The Leathernecks.
Took it. They played last night at Indiana.
Yeah.
They were right in it until kickoff. Got beat 77-3.
It all fell apart right there at kickoff.
Hey, my year there, they were good. They were competing for 1AA championships back then.
Yeah.
Now they're like the worst ranked team in the whole United States, I think.
You lived at the Purple Pride. Is that what that place was called?
That was the bar next door to my
hotel.
I'm
sorry.
So I
thought that was your dorm.
I guess I did take residence there quite often too. But
yeah, you might have had some help there a couple times too.
Hunter Houck's playing.
Hey, Hunter Houck is out on the field for the Tigers. Looks to be kicking it off, which is always fun to watch. And Coach Stan in that just beautiful green top that he likes to wear on the sideline. He said kids choose it. I don't believe that. I think he's picking that.
That's Drew's future neighbor. Coach Sands is.
Jackson is now at the Wheelersburg 32-yard line with a minute and a half to go. And something happened I can't see, Stan.
Well, that's some quality commentary there.
Well, if I could see, it'd be a lot better.
Looks like Wheelersburg's got a player down is what it looks like to me.
Okay, all right.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. Hunter Houck going to tee it up in the middle of the field at his 40-yard line.
I got a question. How long before high schools go to either no kickoff or the same thing?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Well, I don't think so because we don't have very good kickoffs to start with. So I don't think you can put that rule in. Where would you
it's all about the contact, right?
I look for them to just go give the ball to at the 30.
25 or 30.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
I mean, that's where most drives start anyway.
I understand why they're doing it, but I mean, it's part of the game that.
Yeah. Could change a game.
Well, it changed their first game. I mean, Cody Swords taking the second half kickoff back.
Yeah. Hey, considering the game got changed from Friday to Saturday, a lot of plans and Buckeye games and stuff. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Waverly stands, I'm going to say 85% full. Unioto, a similar crowd that it looked like they had last night.
I think they'd have brought a little bit more last night, but. Yeah.
Well, half their crowd was at Stully's last night.
Yeah,
well, maybe all of them.
The turnout today wasn't near as
no, a
high
little
quality.
Different. A little different.
Well, it was a good time. It was a great time.
Yes,
actually.
it was.
Well,
it was.
We got a couple wives in Cincinnati celebrating 50th birthdays this weekend, so
my!
Part of our crowd was gone.
Okay, Hunter Houck ready to kick it away. The approach and the kick. It is a wobbler. Going to bounce a couple times. Picked up at the 18. Ooh. He's across the 25, looking for room to run, and not going to find any. Well, taken down at the 26.
Well, if we had a stick of the game, I saw it earlier there. Number 6, Jimmy Morleja, absolutely waylaid somebody there on the kickoff.
Todd, I want to give you number 17 for the Tigers is Davion Jones now. I doubt that's on your roster.
Oh, yeah, no, the prior 17.
Yeah, you see 17 in there. That's the new 17, just a little update.
17 apparently transferred.
All right, Unioto going to take over at the 27-yard line. Nice looking size line. As they'll come up, have twin receivers down to the right, a split out to the left, and wingbacks on either side of the quarterback in the shotgun.
From my understanding, most of these big linemen have to go both ways because
the clock didn't start.
Their depth is not real.
Should be 11:54. I'm going to say.
Dynamite drop in.
I've done it for 15 years.
Yeah, I know, but I thought she was a little bit rusty.
Please put the clock at 11:55.
Oh, almost not. Hey, that don't make you wrong, okay, just because he said 11:55. So we'll get the clock situated, and Unioto will get going on this drive. Again, from their own 27-yard line. Twin receivers right, split left, wings to either side, shotgun.
You got to keep an eye on number 1, Hoops. They like to get him the ball quite often.
Motion, going to sweep out to the right, trying to get outside. Well contained by the Tigers and taken down.
Delisano, nice play.
Looks like Dylan Leith was in there also. Tigers did a nice job of stringing that out.
24?
12. Levi Beam.
Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Shermans from the 28, just underway.
I believe number 4, KB Perkins, is our normal quarterback. He's the big, tall kid over there. He's a nice baseball player, a left-handed kid. Looks like he's in sweatpants.
I think he tore his ACL. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, so he might not even play baseball this year. Yeah.
2nd and 9 for the Shermans. They're going to have twin receivers out to the left now. Well, now he's coming back in the backfield. So splits to both sides, one back in the backfield with wings on either side. Motion, snap, going to sweep it out to the left this time, trying to get outside. Got some blockers this time. Got some room. He's across the 40, 45, 50, into Tiger territory at the 45-yard line. Well blocked play by the Shermans. They got the troops out in front that time, Todd.
Well, they got big troops, man. These boys look impressive, and I don't know if it's those all white-on-white jerseys or what, but they looked the part.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Unioto at the Waverly 45-yard line.
And they got 275. They got a 350.
Twin receivers right, split left for the Shermans. Wings on either side. Motion from left to right. Snap, back to pass. Looking down the left sideline, going after Hez Nelson's guy. Oh, beautiful ball. In and out of the hands of his receiver. That was number 1. Who you got? That was Hoops.
Well, I don't want to pick on the kid, but right off the bat, very first thing, he drops the ball, then he stands over top of our kid. Just like,
I mean,
he's averaged 2.5 personal fouls a game against us over the last couple of years. So.
What's his size? What they got him with?
6'1",
he's a big boy.
6'1", 200.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Shermans at the Waverly 45. Clock stopped 10:31 to go first quarter. No score.
That was a beautiful pass from number 3, Isaac Coy.
3 receivers left, split right, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Snap, going to throw it quickly out in the flats, and not much there. Hez Nelson shoves him out of bounds. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play up to the 43.
Hoops and I believe 13 cut right are the guys they try to get the ball to in the passing game.
That
pass is incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Shermans.
They ruled it incomplete. Is that what he just said?
I don't know why.
I don't know what I got going on here.
3rd and 10 for the Shermans from the Waverly 45. And by the way, Jackson's got the ball on the half-yard line with 30 seconds to go in the Wheelersburg game. Trips right, snap, back to pass, throws it quickly out to the right. Not much blocking out there, and the Tigers are going to get him. Nice job there.
Number 1.
Mason Pollard and cleaned up by Bilistano.
That's one-on-one out there in the open field. Mason Pollard, that's a tough play to make, but he did it textbook.
Tackle for loss. Loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 11 for the Shermans.
8 seconds to go. Jackson's got it on the half-yard line. Splits to both sides for the punt.
I don't know if they got any timeouts.
They're in one right now. Snap. Punt is away. It's a wobbler. Fair catch called for, but not made, and it takes a sandwich bounce, a tiger bounce from the 18 back up to about the 22-yard line.
21.
So the Tigers will take over right there. Jackson is trying a field goal to tie this game.
From the half-yard line?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
6 seconds.
Whoa.
Kick is up and good. All tied. 24.
That might be I don't know, it might work out, but my goodness, I think I got to take my chances from the half-yard line.
Splits to both sides for the Tigers. 2 backs in the backfield with Mason Kelly. Now a big shift.
Something new.
Empty set, a whole bunch of receivers to the right. I think this is oopty, Harry. Snap to Kelly, throws it quick out into flats. He's got Cade Carroll, and nice job getting off a block by somebody out there. Makes a tackle after a gain of 3 yards. And the clock is stopped. Oh, roughing the passer going to be called on the first play of the game against the Shermans. We started at the 21. So the Tigers will get the 2 yards plus the roughing the passer, I believe.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 1 on the defense.
There you go. There it is.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. That's
Are
crazy.
you kidding me?
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
15-yard penalty from the 24-yard line.
So that moves the ball out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 9:19 to go in the first quarter. No score. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Everybody pretty tight to the line of scrimmage. 1 back in the backfield. That's Carroll. Motion by Pollard across the formation. Snap to Kelly. It's high. Play action. Looking. Scrambling. Getting pressure. And tries to hit Pollard.
Well,
basically threw it away.
That's something we saw that a lot last week.
Yeah.
The snaps were low and high, and it just throws your whole timing off. You gotta correct that somehow.
Yep.
So.
Well, and it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but somewhere between the thighs and the top of the number, maybe. So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Twin receivers left and a wing to that side. Snap to Kelly, high again, back to pass, looking, going to fire it, looking for Mason Pollard, but he was unable to get into that route. Incomplete, going to bring up the 3rd
He had
down.
the swing to Carroll right here.
Yeah, Pollard actually ran into that defender trying to
13
run
cut
by.
right there, had good coverage. But once again, the snap was high again, and it puts the quarterback in a little bit of panic mode.
Splits to both sides for the Tigers. 3rd and 10. Snap to Kelly. Going to hand it off straight up the middle to Carroll on 3rd and 10. Makes a cut and slips down at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Looked like he had some room there.
Yeah, the old turf monster.
Not usually a big fan of handing it off up the middle on 3rd and 10, but there was some space there. Faux show. So looks like a punting situation for the Tigers here. Clock running, 8:30 to go first quarter, no score. And Hunter Hawk making his way out there.
Number 84, Cody Swords in punt formation for the Tigers.
Snap is low. Swords fields it. Man,
almost had
he
his
almost.
knee
Oh,
down.
and he is a shanky doodle.
Yeah, it wasn't a dandy.
He almost
He
had his knee
almost
down.
was down when he fielded it, but Rick Merb, the referee, was shaking his head no. But nonetheless, not much of a punt. About 15, 17, 18 yards. What do you got, Sean? Something like that. They're going to mark it on the 40-yard line.
I see my first disappointment of the
17
night.
yards.
I see Rick Green is not on the chain gang tonight.
Well, he didn't know if he was on it, and he got replaced, I think.
The Bulls are back.
He was kind of torn because of the Kentucky football game.
Looks like they got a evaluator over there, Mr. Grimes, tonight, too.
Unioto first 10, their own 40. Twins right, split left, wings on each side. Snap, back to pass, looks left, back to the right. Now scramble. He's in trouble. He's going to throw it out in the flats, and he catches it. Fights through the first tackle. He's going to get a couple yards. Give him 3 on the play. Sets up 2nd and 7.
Number 20.
Number 20, Cody Braden.
Cody Braden, he's a pretty thick-looking running back there.
That gain is up to the
So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the Unioto 43-yard line. Clock running 7:40 in the first
Nice
quarter.
job by the quarterback making something out of nothing there.
Sherman's going to have a split to the right and a split on the other side, but real tight to the formation. Snap. Going to sweep it out to the right. Student body.
Good
Myers
job by
did a
Myers.
great job of extending that play, and then Cade Carroll and the boys come to clean it up. Hunter Hawk and Lane Bear are also there.
Number 12, Eli Neem on the carry. Tackle for loss.
So they're going to lose 3, back to the 40, set up 3rd and 10.
I'm not sure how many tackles Sawyer Myers has on the season, but he has disrupted quite a few plays so far in the backfield.
Okay, I was wrong about the field goal. Must have been an extra point. Jackson beats Wheelersburg 28-24.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I guess so.
Half-yard line to win it.
Yeah. Unioto 3rd and 10. 2 receivers right, split left, wings on either side. Oh, hard count. Looks like the Tigers jumped.
Well, the aforementioned Sawyer
Practice
Myers.
stat, encroachment, defense, number 35.
Oh, nope, sorry. Sawyer. That was
Sorry,
not-
saw you. Boy,
Sawyer, boy.
Who's 35?
Carter Jones.
Carter Jones. He was excited to get to the quarterback.
Well,
So now do we?
when you're a 145-pound D lineman, you gotta be quick in there.
That's right. So 3rd and 5 for the Shermans. They got to get it to midfield. Hoops moves down here to the bottom by himself. 3 receivers up to the top. 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Snap, back to pass, looks left and back to the right. Comeback route to Hoops. He's got him, going to have a first down and then some. Still fighting for yards. Out of bounds now at the 47-yard line.
Like hoops.
Well, Carter Jones ends up in on that tackle from the D-line
Yeah.
position.
And Hoops kind of looked at him like he's going to square up. Then he saw how little he was, and he just patted him on the head. So 1st and 10 for Unioto at the Waverly 47-yard line.
You don't see too many 200-pound wide receivers in high school.
No, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
Twins to both sides for the Shermans. 1 back in the backfield to the quarterback's left. 6:09 to go in the first. No score. Snap. Going to throw it quickly to the inside receiver. He's got him. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Going to be ahead for a gain of a couple yards just inside the 45. Set up 2nd and 8.
Pass complete number 20, Cody Braden.
They like to get the ball out of their hands quickly for the most part. Every pass play has been a quick
Well,
get it out.
and so far offensively compared to the first 2 opponents of the Tigers, they've been more efficient with snaps and, they look a little sharper.
We've seen our fair share of bad snaps for sure
Yes.
in two games. In one
2nd and 8 for the Shermans. Twin receivers left, split right. Snap, back to pass, looks left, now back to the right. He's looking for Hoops, who's got man coverage, but Carroll Island closed on that one. Well covered, incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Todd, that the size of him, Carroll's right on him, but it's kind of hard to get around him and
he's like
make a play on the ball.
He just throw it up and try to box out like basketball or something.
So clock stop, 5:26 to go in the first. It'll be 3rd and a short 8 for the Shermans. Shermans break the huddle. Going to have 3 receivers out to the right. Hoops isolated out to the left. Has Nelson press coverage against him up there. Snap, back to pass. Looks to the right the whole way. Going to throw it down the sideline. Tigers have it well played. And
Well, he missed the guy. Number 24 was
incomplete.
Wide open there on the.
Well, that was not a good decision. Cade Carroll was all over that one from his safety position. So they will show us punt anyway. Speaking of punt, Todd, did you see the fake punt, California? Did we talk about that yet?
Threw it by,
he bent down and threw it underhanded. It looked like a punt, and then they caught it.
Yeah.
That would be outlawed when rules interpretation get a hold of that one. So the Sherman's to punt away, ball on the 45, punter back at his own 42. He steps forward. Nice spiraling punt, going to be fielded by Cage Alexander at the 15, looking for room, across the 15, across the 20, breaks the tackle, 25, 30. Nice return by the freshman out to the 30-yard line. Saw a flag. No?
That was
just a
marking where he caught it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's he did fair catch one last week. But that's his first action as a varsity football player as far as running with the ball. It was a nice little return. I thought he was going to fair catch it, but
I'm not sure why they're talking about where he caught it. What's going on there, Todd?
I don't know if he did. I don't know. Well,
They had a conversation. They threw the beanbag down.
well, I was thinking maybe he called for fair catch and ran it, but
No, I'm not
apparently
sure.
not. But
Okay, so 5:06 to go in the first. Tigers take over. Twin receivers out to the left. That's Pollard and Sparks. Swords out to the right. Snap to Kelly. High, handed off straight up the middle to Carroll. He's hit at the line of scrimmage.
That
not
totally
going
messes
anywhere.
up the timing of all these plays.
it's starting to bug me.
You gotta.
I understand every now and then, but it's the majority of them here.
So second and a long 10. Twin receivers left again. Same formation. Nobody on Sparks at all. Snap is high, handed off to Carroll off to the right side. Nothing doing. Loss of a yard that time.
Every play, you got to make something up or something. Go under center. I don't know what you do, but
Yeah. Well, the more important thing here, well, maybe not more important, but Mason Sparks lined up right there and ran straight down the field, and there wasn't a soul anywhere around him. So 3rd and 12 down for the Tigers. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Motion by Swords to the outside now. Snap high again. Kelly fields it. He's looking for Sparks. He's got him, but good coverage. Oh, Sparky,
nice
what a play. Well defended, and Sparky went up and took it from him. First down for the Tigers at the 31. Mason Sparks continues to stay hot.
Sparks using that 6'4" frame there. He went up and high pointed the ball over top of the smaller DB, and tremendous catch.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 31-yard line of the Shermans. Twin receivers to both sides. Let's make it empty set. 3 of them out there to the right as Sparky makes his way to the outside. Snap, back to pass, quickly out to the flats. Got Hez Nelson out there and tripped up after a gain of about 8 yards to the 24-yard line. Man, I'm not sure we were set there, but we got away with it.
Tackle there by Judah Zikafus saved quite a few yards.
Tigers in a hurry. Empty set again. 3 left, 2 right. Kelly by himself. Snap. Back to pass. Getting pressure. Trying to get away, and he's going to go down in the backfield. But there's flags down. Staun's calling face mask.
Yeah. Number 54, Ben Griffin, in with the sack, but unfortunately for him, I think he got a hold of Mason's face mask in the process.
So is that marked from the old line of scrimmage? So it is going to be a personal foul face mask. And tough break for the Shermans.
No, it's from the spot of the foul. I'm sorry.
Personal foul, face mask.
No.
Defense,
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
15 yards.
Well, it shouldn't be 15 yards. It ought to be half the distance, which would be the 12.5-yard line.
Essentially,
and it is.
That's almost a 30-yard penalty.
That's a huge penalty.
Because, they did, he got tackled, at the 35 or 6?
Huge penalty.
So 3:09 to go in the first. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Sherman 12-yard line.
Ball spot at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Mr. Merv having to explain something to Coach Hoops over there.
That's half the distance from the line of scrimmage.
So, again, 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the Sherman 12-yard line. Tight formation by the Tigers this time. Splits real close to the line. Snap to Kelly, a little bit high, gets it, back to pass, looking left, looking for Sparks, and a little bit out of his reach on the wheel route.
He's just got to keep running instead of turning his body.
Incomplete. And I don't know if it's the snaps, but Mason doesn't. He's not set real good yet. He hadn't thrown a real tight ball yet.
I think if he steps back a yard even.
Something. Every one of them is head higher or higher.
So
still, that's got to be correct.
Clock stopped, 2:56 to go in the first. Again, no score. We're at that point of near sunset where the sun is bright at certain places looking back for the ball. Snap to Kelly, a little high, hands it off to Carroll, straight up the middle, nothing doing. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Clock is stopped for some reason, but it shouldn't be. Anybody know why the clock stopped? 2:55. Should be running. Anyway, twin receivers left, split right for Kelly and the Tigers.
I don't know.
Cade Carroll in the backfield. Motion by Sparks. Snap, high again. Going to pitch it out to Carroll, trying to get outside. And the Shermans are all over it.
What's up with these 3rd and 10 running?
Going to get him back outside the 15-yard line.
The
clock is not running.
Number 23, Cade Carroll on the carry. Loss after the 15-yard line.
So now it's going to be 4th down and a whole bunch. And, hey,
4th and 13.
hey, Todd, maybe we're back to a second-half team.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's not been pretty.
It's going to be 4th and 13 for the Tigers from the 12. 3 receivers bunched out to the right. Sawyer Myers tight end to the backside. Motion by Pollard just a little bit further out. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Good protection. Looking. Now going to fire it. Go in and out of the hands of Sawyer Myers. He would have been well short of a first down, and the Shermans will take over.
Well, a couple things on that play. We had 4 receivers out, and 2 of them only ran 5-yard patterns. And
It's 4th down and 12.
yeah.
So Unioto will take over. 2:21 to go here in the first quarter.
Dogfight.
Defense rules so far. The Tigers really unable to gain much yardage at all except for the Mason Sparks reception.
I don't remember. They got a kid running off the field over
Well,
there.
that's not legal, is it? Break the huddle with 12, send one guy off? Yeah, that's what I thought.
He was counting them. Oh, no, they called timeout.
Unioto going to take a timeout. No score, 2:19 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break with them. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football on Hank FM.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
We're back here at Radiger Field, 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Unioto is taking over on, what is that, about the 15-yard line? And, I mean, so far, I got to say, advantage Unioto. I mean, they've looked better offensively, and they've really stymied the Tigers offensively.
Well, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but those snaps are throwing the whole timing of our offense off here so far.
By the way, what kind of man beats a dead horse anyway? A really mean one.
I'm going to have to study up on that. I don't know. Well, they must not realize that we ran 2 plays without starting the clock.
Yeah, I know. Well, so the Shermans will have it 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Twin receivers in tandem, almost right behind, one behind the other. Hoops the one in front, one back in the backfield. Snap, handoff straight up the middle, cuts out to the left, spin. Ball got a little loose, not much doing. We'll give him a gain of 2 to the 27.
Number 44, Yusuf Wilson. First play of the game. First play for him today.
Looks like he had some shiftiness to him.
Well, he hit the hole quick.
Hey,
Lane Bear made a nice play.
How does Paul Keels outrank us for 100.9?
Well, that's a good question. I tried to call him today.
Are we on 100.1?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. I tried to call him, question him, but that's how it goes. Twins out to the right this time for the Shermans. Quarterback going to keep himself over the right side. Nice cut back to the middle, but hole closes up pretty quickly.
Dylan Leaf, a nice play there.
As he's going to be taken down at the 21-yard line. It'll leave 3rd and 4 for the Shermans. 1.5 minutes to go in the first. No score.
Hey, I see our buddy Huddy Harris down here in a sling, not in pads tonight.
No, he's not. I saw him last night. Turns out he had a non-football collarbone fracture.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said he fell. That's all I know.
Well, those collarbones don't sit well at my house. My son Peyton missed a whole season with those.
3rd and 4 for the Shermans. Twin receivers out to the right, again in tandem. Snap to the quarterback, throws it quickly. Oh, Kate Carroll jumps in front of it. Should have had it.
Carroll
in and
Island
out of his
says
hands.
no.
He read that quite nicely. Now, if you're Unioto, you put that in your
holster.
Put that in your holster and then run a fake.
Well, and if you remember, a number of years ago, we did exactly that to them,
right.
and the guy was 30 yards past everybody.
Yeah, it was Cade Marquez, I believe, wasn't it?
I think so. So, 4th down for the Shermans. Punt to come. Again, ball at their own 21.
New punter.
Well, I see we're working on our snaps down here on the sidelines.
Well,
and he just
probably a good idea. Kate Carroll about got a piece of that. Cage Alexander decided not to field that one. Probably a good decision. It's going to be down at the Waverly 44-yard line. So the Tigers take over. Again, no score. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. 49 seconds to go, first quarter. So, what do you got here, Todd, offensively for the Tigers? I mean, what do you think?
I still think we got to get Cody Swords involved somehow. Jet sweep or something.
Yeah. He hadn't touched it in a while.
He's one of the best receivers in Southern Ohio, and he hasn't touched the ball in 5 quarters now.
Well, he is the slot receiver on the left, along with Mason Pollard, 2 of them down here, and a split out to the right. Belisano, I believe, is the back now. Is that right? Can't tell, but I think. Yeah, Belisano takes the handoff.
Fumbled it.
Fumbled it, but the Tigers get on it.
I feel sorry for Belisano. Every time he gets in the game,
he gets hit before he gets the ball.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So the Tigers will lose about a yard back to the 43. Set up 2nd and 11. Coming down to the end of this first quarter. Defensive juggernaut so far. 3 receivers will go out to the right for the Tigers. That's Swords.
Neither team's really
Pollard and Sparks, right?
What they want to do.
Yeah. Motion by Belisano, snap to Kelly, and it was a good one. Throw over the middle, a little bit behind Sparks, and probably good it was behind him because number 10 for the Shermans made a good break on the ball. Incomplete.
Sparks act like that wasn't going to be intended for him. He just kind of ran his route and wasn't really looking for it there, so I don't know. You never know. You got to be prepared to catch it at all times, whether the play's designed for you or not. So.
Well, and in that defense, it looked like a spot where he needed to sit down in that hole instead of keep coming.
And that could have been what was expected. 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. Twins right, split left. Motion by Sparks toward the formation. Snap a little bit high. Kelly back, got a receiver on the left side. That's Pollard.
Oh,
he tried to run before he caught it, in and out of his hands, and incomplete.
That was a dart by Mason Kelly, right where it's supposed to be. And Mason was looking at that first down marker before he.
And if he does break that tackle, there's not anybody very close after that. But incomplete sets up 4th down and a punting situation for the Tigers. Maybe it's part of the master plan, Todd. You don't want to show them more than you have to early.
Well, you're getting very, very sleepy. Lull them to sleep here.
Snap to Swords, the punt away. It's a low spiral, going to take a Tiger bounce. Hoop's going to field it at the 17, across the 25, 30, and taken down at the 33-yard line.
Well, you don't want
that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1 quarter of play, no score at Radiger Field. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXIZ.
Looking to furnish your home with the best brands and values? Come to Cole's Furniture at 3581 Jasper Road in Piketon. We build a family tradition of great service and value offering top name brands. Need financing? No credit, bad credit? Don't sweat it. Visit ColesFurnitureStore.com today. Plus enjoy free local delivery on purchases over $500. Open Monday through Saturday. Call us at 740-289-4404. Cole's Furniture, where great service and great value are a family tradition.
Hey man, it's Cleese here with Chillicothe Truck, and we want to take a moment to wish all the Pike County high school football teams good luck this football season. And hey, if you're looking for the biggest selection of recent model year quality pre-owned trucks with huge savings off retail prices and guaranteed approval for everyone, then you gotta come see us at Chillicothe Truck. 173 Rennick Avenue in Chillicothe, Ohio, or online at chillicothetruck.com. Go Tigers, go Red Streaks, and go Eagles.
You're listening to Waverly Tigers football on 100.9 Hank FM.
You know what? That guy's wrong,
Hey.
and so am I. I think we're on WXCQ. What you got for some first quarter stats, Snob?
14-43 for Unioto, 15 for 46. So what the stats say you see on the field.
Not a whole lot offensively. Nobody real happy about it right now.
Well, like I said, that neither team has established we're throwing it.
Yeah.
Neither team's done either thing really well.
Yeah. Unioto first and 10 at their own 33-yard line. First play of the second quarter. Twin receivers to both sides. Snap, going to hand it off that right side. Got a little bit of room across the 35, across the 40, out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 8 on first down. Easily the best-looking running play of the night on either side.
I'll tell you, this does help Unioto's confidence, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a game I think we all thought Waverly would jump out early.
Yeah.
But the longer this goes, you start to believe.
I don't know with this being a Saturday night game now. You get out of your normal routine. You're geared up to play last night. Then you come back and you got to sit around all day and wait for a night game tonight. It's just it's kind of showing on the field.
A little different, yeah. Twin receivers right, split left for the Shermans. It might be shown in the radio booth too, Harry.
Well, hope not.
Snap, back to pass, looks out to right, got a receiver out in the flats, completed. Gets past Pollard, going to have a first down, breaks Bears tackle also, drags the Tigers all the way down to the Waverly 46-yard line.
One thing Unioto has done is they've gotten quite a few different players some touches here so far in just a little over a quarter play.
Well, and when you get rid of it as quick as they are, it eliminates the pass rush. I mean, you don't even have to block them when you throw it that quickly. So first and 10 for the Shermans at the Waverly 46-yard line. 10:50 and counting to go here in the first half. No score. Shermans with their second first down of this drive, which I'm pretty sure is the most of any drive in the game so far. Splits to both sides. Two backs moving at the same time. That's got to be a flag. And they do throw the flag finally. But the Tigers are going to sack him all the way back at the 43-yard line.
The quarterback's just got to throw that away
at
that point.
Does the play count? Because the Tigers don't want that penalty. If it does, he just lost.
Well, I think they're just calling legal motion, so I think it will count. They didn't stop the play.
But I'm pretty sure they should have, shouldn't they?
It wasn't a false start. It was just illegal two guys in motion. Right?
Okay. I can't wait to tell Rick he just gave the wrong signal, Snob. Isn't it this?
Yeah.
Yeah. He gave the traveling signal,
Well, the
Harry.
quarterback kind of gave up on the play there, which turned into a
sack?
Bilasano with the sack.
So the play will count. 10:28 to go here in the second quarter. No score. Unioto will have it second and 20 from their own 44-yard line.
Bilasano's been getting tired of getting hit in the backfield himself, so
he's going to pass it back out. Twin receivers to the right. Hoops isolated with Cade Carroll down here at the bottom. No safety help for the Tigers. Snap, going to run the jet sweep. Got some room, but Hunter Hawk gets a piece of him, and then Dylan Lee gets him down at the 48, but he got him with the face mask. So
instead of 3rd and 12, it's going to be 1st and 10.
Hey, but it could have been worse. If Hawk doesn't get a hand on him, he's gone there. There was nobody home. So that's going to move the ball down to the Waverly 33-yard line.
15 yards the end of the run, result in a first down. Game was to the Tigers 48.
We've seen all kinds of ugliness so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the artistic beauty of it, but first and 10 for Unioto at the Waverly 33-yard line. Hoop's going to be down here to the bottom again by himself. Twin receivers out to the left, and
Pollard's got to come out of the game for some reason.
He's bleeding.
So Pollard comes out. Cage Alexander going to make his way out on the field defensively for the Tigers. 9:50 and counting to go in the first half. No score. First and 10 for the Shermans. Twin receivers out to the right, wings to either side, motion. Snap, going to run the sweep out to the right, and Sawyer Myers all over that in the backfield.
Hey, I said he's blown up quite a few. I'm not sure how many tackles he's had, but that time he got the job done that time.
I hear a certain female seem pretty excited about that tackle down there in front of us. Going to be second and 14.
Deepest, I believe, the Shermans have been in Tiger territory.
Well, I'll tell you what, we might have the brightest field goal post in the state of Ohio now after
they got a fresh paint job on them. They are Yeah.
Those
how-
you can
that's
see
how,
those.
I didn't even really notice till you said it, and I looked at him and
I
it
think
about
that's
blinded
the
me.
color of all the NFL.
Yeah. Twin receivers right, split left for the Sherman. Snap, back to pass. Good protection, throws it down the middle of the field. Got a receiver. Oh, Hez Nelson closes and maybe coulda, woulda, shoulda picked it off. Knocks it down
Good
incomplete.
coverage. Lane Bear back there also.
Hey, but again, they've had a step on us a couple of times now. Unable to get the ball there.
You know, KJ Alexander in there playing his first snaps as a defensive back with the first string. Put him out there on press coverage right off the bat, too.
Hey.
So.
Trial by fire, right? So it'll be 3rd down and 14 for the Shermans. Clock stopped 8:54 to go in the half. Hoop's going to be up the top. Has Nelson going to be on him tight. Got a little safety help behind. Twin receivers to the left side. Snap, back to pass. Looking down the middle, getting pressure.
Oh, nice
Bill
hit.
Astano put a hit on
Right
him.
in the-
Incomplete.
Right in the rib cage, man. That one had a sting a little. They're going to punt. 4th and 12. I hear him saying punt over there. Tried to pin the Tigers deep.
So clock stopped 8:51 to go in a half.
Yeah,
Again, no score.
That's how unlively the stadium is tonight. I can hear the coaches on the other sideline. I mean, we're 100 yards away, and I can hear them with the headsets on saying punt.
Scoot up, boys. Heels on the 10.
Ball on the 37. Punter back at the 50. The snap is a pretty good one. The punt is not a very good one. It's going to land somewhere near the ball boy. About the 20, but we'll see where he ends up. The side judge. They're going to call it the 25-yard line. So
about a 16-yard punt.
12-yard
punt.
That's when you look at the coach who told you to punt and say, well, that was worth it.
Should have gone for it.
So,
you had one of those moments, didn't you?
Yeah, but not exactly
I was
like
watching
that.
a game today where the dude fair caught it on like the 4.5, 5-yard line. The announcers were saying it was a good play. I don't think the risk. I don't think the risk.
The 5 is the new 10. Twin receivers right for the Tigers. 2 backs in the backfield. Snap to Kelly, going to hand it off to Hawk up the middle, and he's going to try to scrum his way and going to lose a little bit there. Not much room between the tackles for this Tiger running game. 2nd and 11. Hawk and Leith make their way off the field now.
Maybe I need to go to the couch for these Tigers to score.
Yeah, maybe. Twin receivers right, split left for the Tigers. Snap to Kelly. Hands off to Bill Asano, who's hit as he grabs the ball.
That is a -3 every time. I mean,
and going to lose 3 yards back to the 22-yard line.
The poor kid doesn't stand a chance. I mean,
so it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Tigers.
I-19.
It's twin receivers right for the Tigers, split left. 3rd and 13 for Nern 22. Snap to Kelly. Whoa, it's high. Whoop, 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 whoop. He gets it, scrambles out to the right, and he's going to get wahooed back at the 12-yard line. Oh, my Lord. Where's Walter Mathau?
We've got to do something. I mean, that's
It's going to be a punting situation for the Tigers.
It's going to end up in 6 points for the wrong team here. If
I mean, the only good news so far for this Tiger team is the score's 0-0. Because
well, Sherman teams in the past this game to be a runaway at this point.
Yeah. So the Tigers going to punt it away from deep in their own territory. The ball going to be snapped from the 13-yard line. Cody Swartz back on the goal line.
Punting has not been our strong suit here either.
Good snap. Punt is away. It's a low liner rocket. Going to be fielded by Hoops at his own 42-yard line. He's hit, grabbed by the jersey, and Hez Nelson lassos him and gets him down.
That looked like a John Elway pass. It was a missile.
It was a low liner. It's really, you talked about it hadn't been our strong suit, but that's a pretty good punt. It worked out that way.
It didn't go very high, but it was effective.
So Unioto will take over yet again. No score here. 6:38 to go in the first half.
Kind of get the feel, the first team to make a turn, turnover
to
to
do something.
Change the whole game here with this. Neither offense really establishing much here so far.
So Unioto twin receivers right, Hoop split out to the left. And again, Cade Carroll press coverage. Press coverage on all three of those receivers really right now. Snap, quarterback going to keep it himself off the right side, closed in quickly by Sawyer Myers after a gain of 2.
Well, nobody
sets up second and 8.
Nobody laid a hand on Sawyer Myers that time. He had free reign there.
Iron Fighting Tigers lead Cabell Midlands 7-0. Rock Hill beats Oak Hill 41-38.
Wow.
Get you some of that one.
Well, that's quite the opposite of what we got going on.
I reckon. Twin receivers to both sides for the Shermans. As they wait for the call from the sideline, we're down to 6 minutes to go.
Defensive score here.
This exciting first half. Snap. Going to hand it off the right side. Gets outside and gets a few before corralled by the Tiger defenders. Give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
Dylan Leith.
Sets up 3rd and 4 for the Shermans.
3rd and 4.
Well, we're approaching the 52-yard line.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
hey, and Athens beats Marietta 42-21. Athens pretty good.
Yeah.
Burrow back.
Yep.
Could be.
That's what I hear. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Shermans. Trips right, Hoop split out to the left. Pretty much Carroll on his own out here. Snap, back to pass. He's looking for Hoops. Throwing it down the sideline for him. Carroll's all over him. And Hoops
what a play.
Steals it from Carroll. Carroll was all over it, and Hoops took it from him and going to get the first down.
He'll have to leave a play.
Tremendous good coverage, but
he couldn't have been any closer to him. He just never saw the ball.
Well, the Shermans tried to, the quarterback
pump fake, yeah.
But Carroll wasn't watching that. He was watching Hoops the whole way, and had perfect coverage. But Hoops
somehow caught it.
So 1st and 10 for the Shermans from the Waverly 25-yard line. They were here just a minute ago, and things fizzled out on them. Twin receivers to both sides. Again, Hoops had to take a play off, lost his helmet. And
timeout, Shermans.
Unioto's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 4:46 to go in the half. No score. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
The top 3 contributing circumstances in at-fault statewide fatal crashes from 2018 to 2022 were driving off the roadway, unsafe speed, and driving left of center. This is Trooper McCarty of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Gal Police Post. These types of crashes are preventable by exercising safe and responsible driving habits, driving attentively, and obeying all traffic laws. Safety is a shared responsibility of everyone on our roadways, and all these factors are under our control. To report unsafe drivers, call pound 677.
Everyone knows texting while driving is a recipe for disaster, but other forms of distracted driving like changing the radio station, putting on makeup, or talking with a passenger can be just as dangerous. This is Trooper Malone with the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Every time someone takes their eyes or focus off the road, even just for a few seconds, they put their life and lives of others in danger. Distracted driving is unsafe and the consequences can be devastating. Help us drive to save lives, never drive distracted.
Welcome back to Radiger Field. The Shermans 1st and 10 at the Waverly 25-yard line. 4:38 to go in the first half. Did you see how excited I seemed?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to make it happen. No score from Radiger Field.
Has Nelson on Hoops now.
Oh, a little shifty. Is Cade Carroll? Oh, they moved Cade Carroll to the other side.
Well, that's a long throw.
Press coverage. No safety back for the Tigers. Unioto going to have twin receivers to both sides. Against, not to mention, Hez Nelson now in press coverage against Hoops.
Scoreboard operator's happy.
Jackowitz has got us to 44 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well, this is going to be a long quarter.
That's what it seems like this quarter's been. They're working on the clock.
That's his rookie year.
As we speak.
The referee looking up here like, what the heck's going on up here?
Referee Rick Merb checking it out.
I hit Rick Merb in the head one time when I was pitching for the Eastern Eagles way back when.
Got some crickets.
Okay, we got
All right.
Twin receivers to both sides for the Shermans. 1st and 10 at the Waverly 25. 4:45 to go in the half. No score. Snap, back to pass. Look to his right, throwing it toward Carroll. Out there and incomplete. Carroll did turn around that time, but a little back shoulder look there. Had a chance, I think. He overthrew it, Todd.
Still pretty good coverage, though.
Yep.
You know,
Tigers kind of tempting him into that, aren't they?
Matt Jackowitz in his rookie year, the scoreboard. We were all rookies at one time.
I was never a rookie.
I was born a 2-year veteran.
2nd and 10 for the Shermans. 3 receivers right. Hoops split out to the left. A little different look out of the Tigers this time. Got a little safety help behind on Hoops. Snap, back to pass. Looking to his right the whole time. And he's got a receiver wide open in the end zone. And that's a touchdown. A little blown coverage there by the Tigers.
Number 20, Cody Braden, running basically by himself down the middle of the field.
Sherman strike first.
5 plays, 59 yards, 2:05 off the clock. A 25-yard touchdown pass to Cody Braden.
That was outstanding, Stan.
Missed that 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah. I mean, I was hoping Todd did, but
Tigers are leading or trailing time possession.
That 1 play, 5-yard drive there at first week.
Extra point. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 4:30 to go in the first half. Unioto strikes first. Sherman 7, Tigers nothing. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Transitioning from being a Marine to a civilian was very hard. I lost my purpose. I lost the drive that I had. That is a very dark and lonely place to be. It took me surrendering to myself to get the help that I needed. At my very first Wounded Warrior Project event, I met Ray Pizarro. He told me, you need to have the courage to forgive yourself for the things you've done in the past. I got it tattooed on my hand. One night, my depression kept telling me, you can end this. And just before I was about to pull the trigger, I looked down at my hand, and that's what saved my life that night. That was the beginning of my incredible journey with the Wounded Warrior Project.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
We're back here at Rancher Field, where the Unioto Shermans lead the Waverly Tigers by a score of 7-0.
They want them to reset the clock.
How much time?
And, we give people a hard time. We also want everybody to remember we appreciate everybody's volunteer work here at Rancher Field, especially yours, Stan.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Cody Swords and Sebastian Belisano back to receive the kick. Todd Belisano's got a chance to run a few yards
without
throwing on kickoff.
Without having a big 250-pounder in his face where he can make a move.
Tigers have a lot of folks up near the front here, maybe expecting something shifty out of the Shermans. No comment. Dynamite drop in, Harry. Thanks.
I was listening to the next door over here.
It's a pressure cooker. Again, a little reset. 4:24 to go in the half. 7-0 Unioto. We're on a bit of a. I'm not sure what's going on right now. We're all kind of looking at each other and
with the clock. 4:23 now. We had to reset for 1 second.
Can you keep it on the field?
we are having some scoreboard difficulties.
We're trying. Can you keep it on the field?
It's not working. Tell them it's not working. Time again, Steve.
Go. Move it. Go.
So we are having some issues with the board operation.
He's typing it in, apparently.
And they're trying to
but it ain't jiving.
Figure out how to get it going here. Unioto breaks their kickoff huddle. Tigers to receive the kick here. Again, trailing Unioto 7-0.
Took a second off already.
And the approach and the kick is a little squibber, going to be fielded by Sparks, and he goes down at the 37-yard line.
He had some room to run there. I don't know if he's instructed to just to do that. Or.
So the Tigers will take over at their own 37-yard line, and Tiger offense has shown very little so far.
No, still in the hole.
What you got,
still in the hole, rushing at 9 carries for minus 14 yards, 48 yards passing on 2 of 9 passing, 18 for 34 yards. Not what you expected to see.
So there's room for improvement, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Less than 2 yards of play.
All right. So Tigers will come out 3 receivers to the right. Sawyer Myers will be the tight end to the backside. Bellastano in the backfield with Kelly in the shotgun. Snap to Kelly, back to pass, throws it quickly out here in the flats to Sparks. Looking for room to run across the 35, 40, and take it down there. And, it doesn't seem like much, but it is a positive play on first down. Across the 40-yard line, going to bring up second and a short 7.
Better than a long 12.
That's right. Empty set now for the Tigers. Lane Bear comes over here. He's with Cody Swords on this right side. Sparks, Pollard, and Hez Nelson on the left. And Unioto seems confused right now. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looking right. Going to fire it. Looking for Swords down that right sideline.
Pass interference.
Pass interference could be possible. Hoops was all over him, but no call. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Swords had a step there for a second.
At the snap of the ball, Hoops was still talking to the sideline.
Mm-hmm. So clock stop now, 3:49 to go in a half. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers from their own 40. Same formation. 3 left, 2 right. Back to pass. Gets it to Hez Nelson on a little screen look across the 43. Going to go down there. It's going to be, we'll call it the 44. It's going to be 4th and 3. And I bet you the Tigers consider going for it here, trying to get something going.
Fans are getting a little restless down here, sounds like.
We'll see. Looks like they're probably going to call timeout here, I would think. Because they seem indecisive on what to do.
Down inside.
And the Tigers will stop the clock and take a timeout with 3:15 to go in the half, trailing 7-0. We'll take 30 seconds with them. We'll be back here listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs. But it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
All right, we're back here at Radiger Field where it does look like the Tigers are going to go for it here on 4th and 3 from their own 44, trailing 7-0, 3:11 to go in the half. It's one of those things where, it's just frustrating. They haven't been able to do much offensively and aren't ready to give the ball up yet.
Well, nothing is working right for the Tigers, including the board.
And even clock, yeah.
I mean, it's just taking time off
itself. It takes off on its own here so far.
They've taken another second off. Okay, the referees are taking over the clock at 3:15 to go in a half.
It's just ticking.
3 receivers left, 2 right, 4th and 3. Big play here for the Tigers. Snap to Kelly, back to pass, looks left, back to his right. Interfered with by Hoop that time. Swords cut in on the slant. It was picked off, but interference going to be the call. But there could have been a horse collar there to offset those. They did not call it. There's going to be a pass interference all way.
Yeah, they did.
Those are going to be offsetting penalties, man.
Replay 4th.
Well,
pass
man,
interference.
That's just you just got let him go all the way. After you got the
there was no point. In, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. There was definitely pass interference on Hoops on the slant. I don't know where that flag is though, Todd. That's not where the horse collar was. It was clear over here by the sideline, but we'll see as the referees try to sort it out.
I think the guy ran out of flag. He threw both of them. I think the same guy threw both of them. I'm not sure.
It's a lot of penalties. We run out of flags. let's see.
Two flags on the play. Pass interference on the defense. That penalty will be enforced from the previous spot 15 yards. The second penalty is going to be a block in the back on the now returning team. That is declined.
Oh, blocking the back.
Oh,
Horse collar.
both penalties against the Sherman. So the Tigers will get the pass interference in the 15 yards and will retain possession. See, I knew they shouldn't have punted.
We got Sparks.
So I don't know why the chains have not moved, but
Sparks got some stomach issues working down here on the field.
I know what that means. The officials are meeting again. I'm just not sure where the ball is going to be placed. I haven't even. There is no ball.
The ball was at the 44.
Now they're going to place it at the Unioto 41. That would be 15 yards from the prior line of scrimmage. And there's around 3 minutes left in the half. We're not really sure. They're keeping it on the clock now, so I'll do the best I can. 1st and 10 Tigers, tandem receivers to the right. Sparks split to the left, just barely. Motion by Sparks across the formation. Snap is high, but he gets it. Hands it to Carroll, trying to get outside the left. He's got some room. 40, 35, and Hoops.
Oh, that's a. He
still shoves him all the way to the track. Hoops takes Carroll all the way to the track.
How is that not a foul?
I don't know, because he never went down, maybe.
Well, he still was 15 yards out of play.
Hey, Hoops elicits some emotion. I'll give him that. Gain of 4 on the play. Sets up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers from the 37-yard line.
He elicits some ire out of me.
Trips right. Motion by Carroll. Snap to Kelly is high. He gets it out there to Carroll in the flats and in and out of his hands. Tried to run before he caught it.
Well, I hate one more time. That's a quick hitter. And when the ball is over the quarterback's head, it throws the whole play off.
Yeah. I'm with you. Ironton now up 14-0 on Cabell Midland. How much?
3:23.
Oh, okay. 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd and 6 from the Sherman 37-yard line. Snap to Kelly. Pretty good one. Looking down the middle. Now left and now going to go down.
Face mask.
Back at
Same
the
guy.
47-yard line.
54 Griffin. He had the prior sack, but had a little face mask on the one before. But that time.
Well, hey, that's a coverage sack. There was time for a normal pass play there, but it wasn't there, and he had to bring it down. And Sherman's going to get the ball back with 2:57 to go in the half, leading 7-0. Trying to hold on to this road winning streak against the Tigers.
Well, the last 4 games have all been won by the road team in this series.
Miami Trace defeated Logan Elm 41-20. Cody Swords to punt it away. He fields it on his own 40. Fielded by the Shermans at about the 17, 18-yard line. Fair catch, obviously, and they'll take over there.
He fair caught it going full speed.
Yeah, he did.
134.
134. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Unioto with only 1 timeout left. I'm saying they're probably going to be pretty content just to make sure the Tigers don't get the ball back here. Stay tuned, folks, for the Hometown Chevrolet halftime show. We'll go to an ONN halftime broadcast for about half of the halftime, if you will. And then we'll be back to talk about this first half and talk about how much more exciting it is going to be in the second half.
Well, it should take about 30 seconds to talk about this half.
Unioto all to the right side, unbalanced. A couple backs to his right. Snap, going to keep it himself off that right side. And he's got a little bit of room there. Give me a gain of about 6 up to the 24-yard line. Be 2nd and 4. And really what that play does is keep the Tigers from calling timeout.
That should, we should be inside of a minute before the next play takes off here.
That play tells you they're content with going to the locker room up 7-0.
Same formation, everybody on the right side, going to hand it off this time. Boy, he is hit in the backfield by Hawk, but he breaks through that. Going to be ahead for a gain of a yard or so. Now it's questionable if the Tigers use that timeout. be 3rd and 1. Waverly with 2 timeouts left.
I don't think you do. I mean, and they bust one for 15 yards, and we've got nothing going on
there
on
it
offense.
is.
So.
And there you go.
Tigers
the Tigers
did
do take that timeout. We'll let you know how much time's left in just a minute. Tigers trail 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Looking to buy or sell a property? Brewster Real Estate and Auction is here to help. Proudly serving Pike County schools and sports, we specialize in both traditional listings and auctions, live, online, on-site, or remote. Established in 1997, our friendly and knowledgeable team is dedicated to getting the best results for you. Ready for a free consultation? Visit us at 200 East Emmett Avenue in Waverly or call 740-947-7577. Brewster Real Estate and Auction, your full-service real estate and auction company. Follow us on Facebook for the latest updates.
Did I? No.
High State's up 7-0.
I never muted this.
You're listening to Waverly Tigers football on 100.9 Hank FM.
We're back here at Radier Field, 43 seconds to go and a half. 46. 3rd and 1 for the Shermans on their own 27. Snap, going to hand it off the right side, and he's going to have a Sherman first down out across the 30-yard line, which will temporarily stop the clock. Sherman's going to be content, I think. Well, you never know here. They could take a shot.
Well, you got the size advantage out there with hoops. You might take a shot down.
Yeah.
With this press one-on-one press coverage.
Sherman's going to stay in that same formation.
Clock should have been running.
And handoff off that right side again. Head for a gain of about 4 or so. And that should bring us to the end of the first half, I would think. We're not 100% sure how much time is left, but yeah, I think that Sherman players making their way off the side of the field. Tigers going to make their way off. So at the end of the first half, Unioto Shermans lead the Waverly Tigers by a score of 7-0. Stay tuned for the Hometown Chevrolet halftime show as we will head to ONN and find out what's going around Ohio. And us broadcasters will be back in just a little while. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
This is Mike Little with the new Hometown Chevrolet, and this is the Hometown Chevrolet halftime show for the Piketon Red Streaks.
We offer the latest in innovative technology, from state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology to fast and easy online mortgage and loan application from the comfort of your home and with experienced local bankers to guide you along the way. We have the technology. We have the team. Call us today. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an Ace Hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
This is Mike Little with the new Hometown Chevrolet, and this is the Hometown Chevrolet halftime show for the Waverly Tigers.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named best sports program in the country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in high school football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Report. This evening we'll talk some high school football with the pride of St. Henry, Jim Lachey. Jim will join us next on the Ohio News Network.
At Beck's, we stand up for the things that matter most: our faith, our independence, and helping farmers succeed. As the largest family-owned seed company in the U.S., we believe in the integrity of remaining an independent family-owned seed company. Since our founding in 1937, we have continued to produce quality products backed by a quality family of employees and dealers dedicated to serving American farmers. And that's something to be proud of. Beck's, founded in faith, forged in America. For more information, visit beckshybrids.com.
I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we're proud to bring you tonight's game. Our members are the public school educators who coach your kids on and off the field, because we believe in the potential of every student and their right to a high-quality public education, no exceptions. That's why we will continue to speak in one voice to demand the supports and resources our public schools need, because public education matters.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Florida.
And now, the band continues its 80s halftime show, playing the debut solo single by English drummer and singer-songwriter Phil Collins. From his debut album, Face Value, here is his 1981 pop hit, In the Air Tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome back senior band trombone player Braden Weaver, who just returned yesterday from Army Basic Training in Fort Moore, Georgia, and is here tonight. Welcome back, Braden. Give us a wave. All right. Next, get ready to watch the Marching Tigers show you some exciting dance moves on their next 1980s hit. Play one of Billboard's greatest girl group songs of all time, Watch the Band Dance, with some fancy footwork on the 1982 pop hit by the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited.
Quality pre-owned trucks with huge savings off retail prices and guaranteed approval for everyone, then you gotta come see us at Chillicothe Truck. 173 Rennick Avenue in Chillicothe, Ohio, or online at chillicothetruck.com. Go Tigers, go Red Streaks, and go Eagles!
Looking to buy or sell a property? Brewster Real Estate and Auction is here to help. Proudly serving Pike County schools and sports, we specialize in both traditional listings and auctions, live, online, on-site, or remote. Established in 1997, our friendly and knowledgeable team is dedicated to getting the best results for you. Ready for a free consultation? Visit us at 200 East Emmett Avenue in Waverly or call 740-947-7577. Brewster Real Estate and Auction, your full-service real estate and auction company. Follow us on Facebook for the latest updates. Are you looking for top-quality metal roofing? Look no further than Beaver Creek Steel Roofing and Supplies. Locally owned and conveniently located at the corner of State Route 32 and State Route 220, we stock everything you need for your next roofing job or a brand new project. From trims, all metal components, along with quality metal roofing, we've got you covered. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Call us at 740-443-6244 or visit beavercreeksteelroofing.com. Beaver Creek Steel Roofing, closing the distance, opening up the world to new possibilities. Beaver Creek Steel Roofing, your roofing solution right around the corner. Are you feeling the chill or battling the heat? Look no further than Austin Heating and Cooling, your one-stop solution for all your HVAC needs. Serving Beaver, Ohio and beyond, we offer complete residential and light commercial services, including HVAC installation, repairs, and maintenance. But that's not all. Partner with Village Construction and Septic, we provide comprehensive solutions from walk-in coolers to wood boilers, plumbing, and even camper services. With over 15 years of experience, you can trust us to keep you comfortable all year round. Call Corey Austin at 835-1365 or find us on Facebook. Austin Heating and Cooling, your comfort is our priority.
This is ONN.
Our thanks once again to Jim Lachey, the pride of St. Henry High School over in Western Ohio, for joining us tonight. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
You are listening to Waverly Tigers football on Q100.
All right, welcome back to Radiger Field, Hometown Chevrolet halftime show. Thanks to Mr. Vosick and ONN for the halftime stuff. The Waverly Marching Tigers are on the field, and Snod, give us the bad news about that first half.
Well, the Shermans got 7 first downs, 16 carries for 57 yards, 7 of 14 passing for 78 yards, 30 plays, 135 yards, 4.5 a play. They've had the ball for 11 minutes and 23 seconds. For Waverly, 4 first downs, minus 19 yards. Put that in perspective, we got minus 17 in sacks. So minus 19 yards on 11 carries, 55 yards through the air on 4 of 13 passing, 24 plays, 36 yards, 1.5 per play. 9:45 time of possession for the Tigers individually. First for the Shermans, Levi Beam has 7 carries for 33 yards. Isaac Coy is 7 of 14 for 78 yards and a score. And Cody Braden has 3 for 30 and a touchdown. Blake Hoops 2 for 36. Caden Cutright 1 for 13. For the Tigers, Cade Carroll, 6 carries for 3 yards. And Sebastian Balisano has 2 carries for minus 5. Mason Kelly has 2 for minus 17. Mason Kelly is 4 of 13 passing for 55 yards. He's been sacked twice. Mason Sparks has 2 catches for 44 yards. Has Nelson 2 for 11.
Take a breath, Snod. That was outstanding. Todd, give me a bright spot for the Waverly Tiger first half.
The punter.
4 punts for 32 and a half.
Outstanding answer. Go ahead, Todd, whatever you were about to say.
Well, the interesting thing to me there is Mason Pollard, Cody Swords, 0 catches.
0 touches.
Yeah, the only time Cody's touches is as the
take
punter.
that back. Mason dropped one, Pollard.
Well, and they threw a deep one to Swords that was well covered. He might have had a chance at it. But, those are 2 vital cogs of this offense, and neither one of them has an official stat. So
right.
There's a reason why we have 0 points on the board.
Right. You said it earlier. Mason or Cody Swords, in my opinion, is an all-Ohio kid.
And
you
Mason
look at
Pollard's
it.
right. I mean,
not
far behind him.
But with Mason's or with Cody's speed and what else he does, I looked at him after his first week of having maybe potentially 12 to 1,400 yards receiving. You don't get him the ball, that ain't happening.
6 quarters in a row
without
a catch.
But guys, last week, I said this last week, when Zane Trace lines up with press coverage and safety help on both sides, means that they're only leaving 6 in the box, okay? So you either have to be able to run the ball or you have to be able to throw the ball over the middle. The Tigers were able to do that against Zane Trace in the first half, but since that first half ended, now 3 straight quarters, no success at all.
We're averaging negative 2 yards a carry.
But we all know, and the snaps are affecting the plays. They throw the timing off of the handoffs.
They are important, but there were more issues
absolutely.
with that half,
But,
and you got to give credit to Unioto too for how they defended us.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of impressed with them, to be honest with you, Todd.
Yeah, they've made us not look good for sure. And they've gotten I don't know, probably 6-7 different guys with a touch of some sort in the first half.
Well, and they're getting rid of the ball quick, and back to the snap thing, Todd. You can't do that if you're not getting good ones.
Right.
They are getting good ones, and it's funny. That's been an issue in all 3 Tiger games, usually for the other team, right, Todd? I mean, mesmerizingly at times how bad it's been. But I wanted to give you a score update. Ironton, 27-0 over Cabell Midland.
Well, if you go back on that.
Glad they're in D5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Go back to the beginning of the game when you asked me what were the keys to Unioto winning. Exactly what you saw in the first half. Keeping the Tigers at bay. And
maybe making it a little ugly. I mean,
right.
Right.
There's probably been more action in a local nursing home than there has been in a Tiger offense tonight. So.
Yeah, like Suspicious Minds karaoke or something like that.
It is Saturday night. So.
Absolutely. All right, well, we are going to go back to the station and take a break as the teams are about to make their way back out onto the field. We'll get you all ready for the second half when we come back. You've been listening to the Hometown Chevrolet Halftime Show on WXZQ.
Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies in Waverly, Ohio, your go-to destination for all things building and beyond. With over 75 years of dedicated service to the community, Clinkers is an ace hardware dealer that offers more than just lumber. With a massive 10,000 square foot store packed with everything from paint to plumbing, electrical to lawn and garden, and a whole lot more. Open Monday through Saturday, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supply is here to support your projects, big or small.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. At Kirchhoff, your development is our priority because a better you means a better us. Together we will work for one aim. We move future. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information. Kirchhoff Automotive, where your future drives ours.
You're listening to Waverly Tigers football on Q100.
All right, we're back here at Radio Field as we are coming down toward the end of this halftime. Both teams making their way out on the field.
I think we had Mad Mojo because when we were going to the break, they said we were listening to Piketon football, so they fixed it this time.
Yeah, yes, they did.
So
they got it right.
Maybe the mojo will change, and I think the clock might be fixed now also. So
one of our new weekly features I didn't tell you about, Mr. Harris. I want you to tell us who's on upset alert tomorrow in the NFL.
There aren't
Cleveland Browns.
Dallas Cowboys.
There aren't going to be too many so-called upsets because all the games are like 3-point spreads or less, except for Cincinnati. So.
Yeah.
And with Cincinnati, if Chase doesn't play and Higgins doesn't play, so I guess you got to put them on upset alert. So.
Come on, man! You went Bengal upset alert.
Well, when was the last time we won opening day?
I don't know. Maybe it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Been a while. Well, guys, I just really, the Tigers have played better than I expected through the first 2 weeks. But this is a bit of a surprise how flat they are tonight. And Todd, I don't know, maybe the change in schedule does affect them.
Well, I bet there was some paint peeled in that locker room at halftime.
I can only imagine the level of intensity in the Tiger locker room. So what do you think the Tigers need to do maybe differently offensively in the second half?
Get a couple quick hitters to Pollard or Swords, get them.
Yeah, I liked your call on the jet sweep possibility too. And they know that as Center and Kelly working on those snaps down on the sideline. There's obviously a fine line between low, high, and down the middle.
It's not looking any
Well, but you reach a point of frustration where you don't even feel like you know how.
It's it's like the yips in golf.
Yeah,
the little 3-footers all come. They all seem like 12-footers.
Well,
all of a sudden.
and it's one of those things that when it's good, you take it for granted. I mean, it's just you expect it.
We don't ever comment on what a great snap that was.
Right.
It's always.
Well, that's part of the lineman's deal. If they do well, not much to say about it typically. But hey, Snod, it's good to have you here with us tonight. You going to make another appearance this year?
I'll be back next week at Valley.
Oh, you're going to Valley with us next week?
Yeah, I'm on.
That game's
I'm on,
away.
Yeah.
It says home on the thing.
You have a bad schedule.
Anyway, I'll be here next week, and then I'll be back for Wheelersburg, and the week after Wheelersburg.
Okay. So we'll have snacks every now and then. You're telling us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would prefer to be here, but life happens,
Yes.
as they say, and you got to eat.
You got to do what you got to do. I thought about asking Stolly if he'd like to make a guest appearance, but first he's got to make an appearance through the gate.
Yeah, he's on scholarship now. So.
Well, he's got a lot of things going. I understand. So to set up this second half for you, the Tigers did defer at the beginning of the game, so they will get the ball first. You expect something sneaky here on this kickoff, maybe?
Well, they didn't. The one time they did kick off so far was a little 15-yard poocher.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they don't want to kick off deep, so. I mean, they're trying. I mean, that takes one of our weapons, Cody Swords, trying to turn the game around against Miami Trace with one to the house and another one deep in the territory.
Matter of fact, right about now in the game.
Yeah.
That was the difference at Miami Trace. So it will be Cody Swords and Sebastian Bilasano will be deep to receive the kick. Coach Sand has spent a lot of time talking to the officials since he got back out on the field. I wonder what that's all about. Did they say about the clock, or are we back?
They're going to try to.
Try. They were on the phone with the technical guy.
Technical assistance.
A lot during halftime. They were trying to figure out what the root of the issue was.
Well, and in Mr. Jekovich's defense over there, we watched it with the clock stopped. It just started.
He's not standing by it. It stopped.
He's
it took
taking
off for
a couple
second.
seconds off. Yeah, I talked to Bo down there at halftime about it, and he didn't know what to say. So both teams made their way out onto the field now. Get my last drink of water, wet my whistle here to start this second half.
No whistle wetter. It's a pretty little board when it's lit up like that, huh?
A little bit of trying to create a little atmosphere here, Todd.
Yeah.
Because it seems a little more like this one. Yeah. And we hope it doesn't turn into that one.
You drew my attention with that nursing home karaoke.
There it is. Listen to that crowd. They are fired up for this second half.
Sound like that guy does the Tom something or other.
Menery. Bob Menery.
Yeah.
He's special. I'm not sure a lot of his commentary is allowed on 100.1 or any other radio station for that matter.
Hearing from the FCC
He's a XM or Netflix guy. So the Shermans to kick it away. And the approach and the kick is an end over end, a low or a short one, going to be fielded by Mason Sparks. He got a little room across the 40 and out to the 43. There is a flag on the field.
That was immediate. Well, then the Tiger
it's against. No, they're pointing toward. Oh no, now they are pointing. What?
Personal foul.
I don't know if it's personal foul or holding, or I'm not sure. He's
blindside block.
Blindside block against the Tiger. How did that happen so fast? What, did they go crisscross applesauce on their blocking assignments or something?
Well, I believe Myers came across and picked off the guy from the side there.
I got you. So that'll bring the ball back to the 28-yard line. Just underway, second half. Unioto leading 7-0. Twin receivers left and split right for the Tigers. Snap to Kelly, a little high, handed off to Carroll up the middle. He's got a little room this time, out to the 35-yard line, gain of 7.
That had looked like a huge opening there compared to what we've seen so far.
The snap was a rocket.
2nd and 3 for the Tigers, same formation. Snap to Kelly, a little high again, but hands it off to Carroll up the middle. This time he's hit at the line, falls forward for a gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. Again, just underway, second half. Unioto leads the Tigers 7-0. Dylan Leith in the backfield now for the Tigers. Twin receivers left, split right. Motion by Sparks. Snap to Kelly, a little high. It's a broken play. He's trying to get rid of it, and he's going to go down in the backfield. All kinds of confusion for the Tigers on that play.
What in the world was that?
I don't know. Dylan Leith didn't understand what the call was, and it's going to be a punting situation for the Tigers.
Well, instead of starting on the 43-yard line and having good field position, we get the 15-yarder on the kickoff. Then nice run on first down and disaster on third down.
So it'll be a punting situation. Cody Swords will be back to punt it for the Tigers. Ball on about the 27-yard line. Swords back at about the 12-yard line.
High State leads Western 21-0.
Snap to Swords, the punt away. It's a low, fair catch called for and made at the 47-yard line.
That guy's a little bit of a kamikaze coming up there catching those like that.
You know, the way Swords kicks those, you got to catch them because it's so hot it might roll 35 yards after that.
Yeah, they're not getting much more than 20 feet up in the air.
Hey, guys, I realize the score's only 7-0, but I think it's a huge defensive series for the Tigers. You know, a chance to really.
We've got, what, 4 first downs, 5 maybe?
5.
I mean, it feels.
Negative 21 yards rushing.
It feels like a first down is hard to come by, never mind the touchdown.
Twin receivers right, split left. Snap, going to hand it off up the middle, and Hunter Hawk meets him immediately. And he goes down, no gain on the play, going to set up 2nd and 10.
That was almost a little fumble on the handoff there, too.
Clock running 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Again, Unioto leading 7-0. Tigers unable to get anything done in that first series. Unioto huddling. Going to break that huddle. Twin receivers to the right. Hoop's going to be split out to the left. Hez Nelson going to be pressed up against him. One back in the backfield. Snap, back to pass. Look, he's got a receiver. Hoops in the flats. Hez fell down across the 50, 45, 40, and pushed out of bounds. Going to have a Unioto first down. Hez Nelson went to break 2 Hoops and fell down. So first down, Shermans.
Yeah, score here makes it tough. Then you start pressing.
Clock stopped, 9:34 to go in the third. 1st and 10 at the Waverly 40-yard line.
You trying out a new center there on the sideline?
Maybe. Twins right, split left for the Shermans. Snap, going to pitch it out to the right, trying to get outside. Bilasano's on him. What a play by Bilasano. Fought off a block, headed that up, open field tackle, one-on-one, no gain. That's a good thing, too, because everybody else was blocked pretty good. So 2nd and 10 for Unioto.
This is probably the quietest crowd I can remember in a while here.
You're having too much fun.
Twin receivers right, split left. 2nd and 10 for the Shermans at the Waverly 40. Snap. Going to hand it off straight up the middle. He's got room. 35, 30, 25, and tripped up down near the 20-yard line. Sherman's in business.
I'm not sure why that boy's not getting the ball a little more often. He's only handled it twice, but he looks the part popping through that line.
So they'll mark it at the Waverly 21-yard line.
What's his name,
Yusef Wilson.
Yusef's carried it 5 times for 33 yards, 6.6 a carry.
And he looks, he hits the hole in a hurry.
Clock running, 8:35 to go in the third quarter. Unioto leading 7-0 and knocking on the door. Twin receivers right, split left. Snap, a little bit high, hands it off. Now he's going to cut to the outside. Tigers getting held terribly. Tackle is made. Everybody in the park saw that hold.
Is that 30 yards since there's 3 flags on
Every
it?
official called it, and all the radio guys and the guys around the clock. So they'll push them back on that one. I'm not sure who was getting held.
Myers, I believe.
He was getting hugged. So that'll move the ball back to the 31-yard line. It'll repeat first down, 1st and 20 for the Shermans. 8:22 to go in the third quarter. Unioto leads 7-0. Twin receivers out to the left. Hoops on the twin receiver side. Actually, twins to both sides this time. Shotgun formation. Snap, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. Looking for Hoops on the slant, and he's got him. Beats Hez Nelson to the middle of the field, and they're going to have 1st and goal for the Shermans.
Well, that's a big size mismatch there.
Yep.
Hoops going 200 plus, and Nelson listed a $150. Now that might be generous.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Shermans.
I knew we should have played this last night.
So we'll see if the Shermans can punch it in here. Twin receivers out to the right.
Got a lineman lined up in the backfield, too.
Behind the right guard. Snap, quarterback going to keep it himself, and he's going to basically.
Flag on the play.
He's going to walk into the end zone for a Sherman touchdown.
I'm going to think it's a face mask on the Tigers.
Personal foul face mask against the Tigers.
I decline that.
Well, no, that'll be enforced on the kickoff, I would think. So, things not going well for this Waverly Tiger football team as they're going to go down by 2 touchdowns. The clock just lost a second during the penalty, by the way. So extra point to come here for the Shermans. Tigers got to figure something out. And the snap is a good one. The hold is down. The kick is up.
Boy, that's a boomer.
Yes, it is. And the kick is good. 7:40 to go in the third. 14-0 Unioto. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Football season is here, and Hometown Chevrolet in Waverly is a proud supporter of our local teams, the Piketon Red Streaks, Waverly Tigers, and Eastern Eagles. At Hometown Chevrolet, we believe in cheering on our local teams. Drive into those Friday night lights in a brand new Chevy. Check out the selection at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown people, hometown prices, that's the hometown advantage. Check out the all-new Hometown Chevrolet at 501 West Emmett Avenue in Waverly.
You are listening to Waverly Tigers football on Q100.
All right, Todd. You said it many times. The Tigers are what?
Second half team.
Okay, well, they better figure it out right now. Somebody needs to let them know. It's not. If we don't get any better, you're fired.
Okay.
Okay.
We got guys lined up 15 yards here.
Well, they can be between those 2-yard lines, I believe.
I know, but I'm saying that's.
They need to be closer?
Yes.
Sherman's to kick it away from the Waverly 45-yard line. The approach and the kick is a high, long one.
I'm not sure.
And it's good. Field goal.
I'm not sure why they're not booting a ball like that off.
Yeah, I don't know.
That kid kicked that field goal. It landed halfway to back there on the track.
He kicked it through the end zone. I'm not sure if that went through the upright, but it was long enough right there on the kickoff.
I mean, that extra point would have been good from 40 plus.
Well, that was 55 yards. I mean, a field goal, 50. He kicked it from a 45.
Well, it's a lot easier with nobody running at you.
Well, that's a good point, Snod.
But, I mean, all they've done so far is pooch kickoffs, the first two.
Well,
okay, so the Tigers, Tigers have a new center.
Number 75.
75. Tigers going to have a bunch formation left, split right, one back in the backfield. Snap to Kelly is a good one. Back to pass, looking, scrambles out to the right. And looking for Swords, but threw it a little bit short and incomplete.
You guys are having way too much
Hey,
fun.
listen, Unioto deserves some credit here. They are covering the heck out of these guys. I mean, Mason's first look is not there. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Going to have 3 receivers out to the left, tight into the backside. Snap to Kelly, back to pass, looking to his left. Now he's going to scramble out to his left, going to throw it out there, and
no pressure, really.
Nobody home. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
I think the Tigers just shuffled the line a little bit. There's no.
Yeah, they just moved.
List into center
yeah.
and Leffler out to right tackle.
Yeah. So 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Twin receivers left, split right. Snap to Kelly, back to pass, looking up the middle, now going to maybe take off with it, and he's going to have a Tiger first down on the scramble out over the 30-yard line. Nice play there by number 9. Make something happen.
Hey.
I hear it. Wait.
Well, I hear
what was
somebody
that?
here. First down.
1st and 10 Tigers. Twins left, split right. Snap to Kelly, going to hand it off to Carroll up the middle. And he's going to scrum ahead for about a yard. Be 2nd and 9. Tiger offensive line up front, they're getting man on man. They're just not able to.
Not getting push.
No push. Except when Bill Sano's in, and then it doesn't seem to happen.
Then it's tidal wave.
Yeah, I know. Twins left, split right. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. 6:50 to go in the 3rd, trailing 14-0. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looking left. Looking. Going to throw it over the middle.
Picked off.
And picked off by the Shermans. Ball came out of his hand funny. Broke on the ball. Picked it off. Unioto takes over.
Well, he chose the wrong receiver. Sparks was running open there in front. Just in front of that a little bit. And he tried to get it to Pollard. And
wow.
Number 13, Caden Cutright with the interception.
Folks, if you are only listening on the radio, it's really hard for me to describe how out of sync this Tiger team looks on offense. If you're on Total Sports Media YouTube, you know clearly. So 1st and 10, Sherman's at the Waverly 45, 6.5 minutes to go in the 3rd, leading 14-0. Snap, going to hand it off straight up the middle. Got a little bit of room, almost fumbled it, but he's going to gain 6 yards on the play.
Well, everything's out of sync. I mean, even there, the Shermans are lined up to snap the ball, and the Tigers are still running on the field.
Yeah.
Lucky that didn't go for more than 6.
So 2nd and 4 for Unioto at the Waverly 39-yard line. Still plenty of time, 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Out of sync, laying on the floor on the back and can't get up here.
Twin receivers left, split right for the Shermans. Snap, gonna fake the handoff. No, he did hand it off. Well, that's how good a fake it was. Gain of 2 right up the middle, up to the 37-yard line. Gonna bring up 3rd and 2.
Coy was being a little coy there.
3rd and 2 for the Shermans. Tigers got to get a stop on this drive, man. Oh, they're in field goal range. Shermans will huddle up, not in any hurry with his 2-touchdown lead. 5:20 to go in the 3rd. 3rd and 2 from the Waverly 37-yard line. Tigers need to step up and make a play here. Snap, back to pass, looking. Now going to fire it down the left sideline. And Hez Nelson with great coverage. Great coverage, and Hez says, no.
Well,
I got it.
That was offensive pass interference.
Yeah, Hoops making sure that he did not intercept that. Nice coverage by Hez Nelson. Going to set up 4th and 2 at a part of the field where, honestly, they probably should punt it here the way this Tiger offense has looked. You know what I'm saying? If I'm on that sideline, I probably punt it till you prove you can move the ball. But
I don't know. They bring Wilson back in at running back here. I have a feeling that's going
on cue, they are going to line up. Maybe they're going to try to draw the Tigers off. That's a very strong possibility, and it looks like that is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, called timeout. Oh.
And is that what they did? Unioto called a timeout. So 5:03 to go in the 3rd. Unioto calls timeout on 4th and 2, leading 14-0. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ. I can't see it.
Hello, this is Greg Wilkett, President and CEO of Floor BWXT Portsmouth. We want to wish all the schools good luck on a safe and successful season. Just like a sports team, we've been working together to safely and effectively decommission the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant and leave behind an environmentally safe and sustainable future for our region. On behalf of all of the employees at Floor BWXT, I'd like to wish all of the teams in the four-county region a safe, fun, and winning season.
Need a clean, safe, and convenient place to do your laundry? Look no further than Duds and Suds Laundromat, your self-service laundry destination at 112 Forsyth Street in Piketon. We're open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., offering enhanced quality cleaning with newer washers and dryers. Relax in a spotless environment, complete with security cameras for your peace of mind.
They're still
and
going
while
to go
you wait,
for it.
grab a snack from
Twin
our vending
receivers
machine.
to both sides.
Duds and Suds Laundromat, proudly
One back
supporting
in the
Pike County
backfield.
High School sports. Come experience the difference.
Snap, back
You're
to
listening
pass.
to Waverly
looking,
Tigers
looking,
football
going to throw
on
the
Q100.
slant, and
Nice
it's
job by
broken up
Hez.
by Hez Nelson again, incomplete. And Snot, remember this moment if that comes back to bite the Shermans.
Well, I got to go back. That was kind of like Miami Trace-esque there. You got 3rd and 2 and been running the ball pretty well. Then you throw two
and you
deep,
throw it both
two
times.
deep balls.
Yep.
Not high percentage plays.
I mean, he was open at the start. That play's got a ball had to come out quick.
Hey, and listen, from my years, although it's been a while, standing on the sideline, games like this where you struggle offensively, when you get the ball, you look at your playlist and you're like, come on, man, give me something. Give me something that'll work.
It's time for the old flea flicker.
2 backs in the backfield. Kelly going to be under center. Twin receivers right. Snap, going to pitch it out to the right, trying to get Cade Carroll outside. And
we tried to go under center, then we even had trouble with that. He bobbled that right off the bat.
He's going to be taken down for a loss of about a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Tigers.
It's got to be the most frustrating night of offense I've recall in many years.
I mean, the Tigers have run 33 plays. The Unioto's 40. Unioto has 206 yards of total offense to 47.
3 receivers left, tight end to the backside for the Tigers. Snap to Kelly, back to pass. Good protection. Now it breaks down. He's going to throw it out here in the flats.
See, there's no pressure there.
High and out of the reach of Sawyer Myers. It's going to be 3rd down.
I mean, everything is not going right. The kids aren't catching the ball. We're running when we shouldn't be running it. The snaps are bad.
Well, listen, we're reaching a point. I know it's still 3rd quarter, but we're reaching a point where you need to get half this back and go. I mean, so 3rd and 11 for the Tigers from their own 36-yard line. 5 receivers set. Snap to Kelly, back to pass, rolls out to his right, looking. He's got a completion to Lane Bear. It's going to be short of a 1st down, but at the 45-yard line, it's going to be 4th and 2. And I got pretty good money, says the Tigers are going for it here.
Well,
but I'm not sure that's a great idea. It's 4th and 1, great spot. Great spot.
Well, that was a nice catch by Lane Bear there.
Yeah. So 4th and 1 for the Tigers from their own 46. 3:55 accounting to go in the 3rd, trailing 14-0. Wings to both sides, splits to both sides. Kelly under center. Snap to Kelly. He drops it. Going to hand it off. Oh, my gosh. What a cluster. Oh, we got a late flag on the play. The Tigers lose about 4 yards, but there's a flag on the play.
Uh-oh. Face mask.
It's going to be a face mask against the Shermans.
Tigers catch a miracle.
Listen, this is the Murphy's Law at some point here. The Tigers go under center and try to run power to the right, but tough on the snap and just barely
We've
got the ball
gone
in the
under
back.
center twice now and bobbled them both.
Wow.
So I don't know what the alternative is.
I'm trying.
Line up and punt formation.
I'm trying really hard to have a good attitude.
Wow, that's
tough.
That could have been lights out there if
Big penalty on the Shermans, moves the ball down to the Unioto 39-yard line.
Unioto would have had the ball up 14 on the Tiger 40.
I think you got to find number 84, man. Here we go. Twins left, split right for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the Unioto 39. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Going to throw it quickly. He's got his receiver. Mason Pollard, who takes a beating, and another flag. Hey, that's rough. I mean, they're calling the Shermans there. I mean, they're manhandling us, trying to impose their will, but it's going to cost them again.
Face mask again.
Yep.
I think that's our fourth one tonight.
So the Tigers complete the pass, which is a big positive. This one, is that a 5-yard face mask?
No, personal foul.
Okay, I didn't see that part. So the penalty is going to happen from the 32, should be 15 yards, take it down to the 17-yard line.
Boy, we've had a lot of face mask penalties tonight.
I think that's the third one on that same kid.
Not allowed to do that.
It's frowned upon.
Oh, my. Never mind. I'll say it in a minute. Twin receivers left, split right for the Tigers. 1st and 10 at the Unioto 17-yard line. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looking left, looking right. Now we're going to throw it. And he's got Sawyer Myers inside the 10. Fumbles it out of bounds. He was trying to inflict some punishment. And they're going to mark him down at the 8. Going to be maybe just short of a first down. Clock down to 3:02 to go. Well, depends on which clock you look at. 3:02 or 3:03 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 14-0.
That is weird. Tigers walking around.
Bunch formation to the right for the Tigers. Tight to the line. Mason Pollard split out to the left. Snap to Kelly. It's low. Back to pass. Going to throw it out. He's got a wide open Mason Pollard for a Tiger touchdown. Hey, second half team, Harry.
Second half. Here we go.
Hunter Houck will be in to attempt the extra point. And, boy, it's looked really, really ugly, but the Tigers all of a sudden back in it. So.
Yeah. What a crucial penalty down here on 4th down. You know, that could have been ball game, you know, giving them the ball at the 40. They go down and score, go up 3 touchdowns. And
Is it good? Oh, my. Hunter Houck gets it inside the right upright.
Just above the bar.
3 minutes to go in the third. 14-7 Shermans. We'll be back in 30 or 60. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXCQ.
Looking to furnish your home with the best brands and values? Come to Cole's Furniture at 3581 Jasper Road in Piketon. We build a family tradition of great service and value offering top name brands. Need financing? No credit, bad credit? Don't sweat it. Visit Cole'sFurnitureStore.com today. Plus enjoy free local delivery on purchases over $500. Open Monday through Saturday. Call us at 740-289-4404. Cole's Furniture, where great service and great value are a family tradition.
Hey man, it's Cleve here with Chillicothe Truck, and we want to take a moment to wish all the Pike County high school football teams good luck this football season. And hey, if you're looking for the biggest selection of recent model year quality pre-owned trucks with huge savings off retail prices and guaranteed approval for everyone, then you gotta come see us at Chillicothe Truck. 173 Rennick Avenue in Chillicothe, Ohio, or online at chillicothetruck.com. Go Tigers, go Red Streaks, and go Eagles!
You are listening to Waverly Tigers football on Q100.
Outstanding. Tigers back in it, Harry.
6 plays, 63 yards, 129 off the clock, 8-yard touchdown pass from Mason Kelly to Mason Pollard.
Hawk booms one. Going to be fielded at the 12. Across the 15, 20, looking for room to run, and boy, about found some, but Lane Bear with a shoestring tackle at the 24-yard line.
my man, number 21, Kennison, was down there also with nice coverage. He's been a special teams demon so far this year.
Well, they must have drawn split the pot. I just saw a bunch of tickets go flying through the air, Harry. Those are obviously not
Somebody
winners.
claimed it. They always hold out hope until somebody claims it.
So the Shermans take over at their own 23-yard line. 2:55 to go in the third. By the way, we want to give lots of credit to Matt Jekowitz for coming back with something, getting a little technical support, and back in it on the scoreboard operation.
You got to have that technical guy.
That's right. Twins right, split left. Tigers late getting on the field defensively. Snap, going to hand it off the right side. He's got a little bit of room, but boy, Dylan Leith closes it in a hurry. Cade Carroll helps him out a little.
Boy, that was a strong run there by number
24.
20, who?
24.
Yeah, they go hard. Boy, I didn't think we would deal with those cramps tonight, Harry, but Unioto lineman down
It's
1-1.
not often third game of the year, and the temperature drops down into the 50s here in the second half.
I think it's outstanding, personally, but I don't know what's going on here.
They had an
Tigers
injury.
have made well, I know, but the Tigers came off the field and Unioto didn't. So 2:39 to go in the third. Tigers trail 14-7. Unioto with it 2nd and 7 on their own 26-yard line.
That's my bedtime.
Come on, man.
Suck it up, Slan. If I could get that out, I was eating a Andy Capp's ranch fry. Twins left, split right for the Shermans. Snap, handed off that right side. He hits that hole hard again, but the Tigers right there hitting back. A gain of 2 out to the 28-yard line.
Hunter Houck out there was to play again. He's a little gimpy again, but still, he's a tough-nosed kid.
A couple score updates for you. Eastern Eagles lead the Southeastern Panthers 19-8. Ironton putting away Cabell Midland 47-7.
Ironton's a real deal.
And Ohio State's up 28-0, I believe.
Of course, if you're sitting at home listening to us, you already know that.
I can only sort of read these.
Driving down the road.
That's what I'm saying.
Twin receivers to both sides. Big third down for both teams here. The Mo has threatened to shift. Tigers, no safety. They're bringing everybody. Handoff up the middle, got a little bit of room, and he's going to have a Unioto first down out across the 35-yard line. You know, Todd, you bring everybody up on the line like that, and if you don't get him initially, I mean, that could have broke forever,
yeah, there was
right?
not much support back here after he busted through the line, but nice play there. The Unioto running backs are all
running hard.
They
do.
hit the holes hard.
So 1st and 10 for Unioto at their own 36-yard line, down to about 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. Twin receivers again to both sides for the Shermans.
Taking their time here.
Snap, going to hand it off up the middle, cuts it out to the left, and nothing doing. Tigers corral that, but he does get a gain of 4. It looked like a pretty good defensive play, but like you said, Todd, they hit the hole quick.
Yeah, they're get the shoulder pads low and
them helmets in them shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
2nd and 6 for the Shermans at their own 40-yard line. Quarterback's name was Walter Kowalski.
Quarterback
on that team.
Harvard.
What
was that about the 1985 All-American team?
I'm not sure, but it was outstanding is what it was. Amazing what a man can do with 2 balloons. 3 receivers right, split left for the Shermans. Snap, going to hand it off straight up the middle and meets a host of Tigers at the 40-yard line.
Got met there by Bill Asano.
No gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
End of the quarter.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the third. At the end of 3 quarters, as usual, it's a dogfight. Unioto leads the Tigers 14-7. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Want to get out of just about anything and look like an earth-saving hero? Just use the environment excuse. High school reunion? Ooh, sorry, can't. Planetary obligations. Unfortunate bridesmaid's dress. Unfortunately, you promised the climate you'd buy more vintage. Chauffeuring teens? Yeah, the earth really needs them to hoof it. That's right, the environment is always the best excuse. So go ahead, ask your bae to dim all the lights because carbon emissions. Tell your dad-bod dad to eat more plants, for the planet, obviously. Kindly tell the kids to stop asking for a new phone. I mean, e-waste, right? Find your out and opt in to cutting carbon. Just visit theenvironmentexcuse.org. A public service announcement brought to you by WildAid.
Attaboy, WildAid. Back to Radiger Field. It's the start of the fourth quarter. Unioto with the ball, 3rd and 6 from their own 40.
Big play.
Maybe the play of the game right now. Hoop's going to be split out to the left. Has Nelson head up with him. Twins out here to the right. Wings to both sides. Shotgun formation. Motion from left to right. Snap, going to go a little hooty-doo back the other direction, and he's got room to run across the 50. He got right to the 51-yard line, Snug.
51, yeah.
Jake Schrader, if you're listening, that was for you, buddy. Hey, nice little call there. That looked like a Reggie Wax call from back in the day. Double scissors, something, I don't know. It was pretty good misdirection there. Handed it to the right wing back coming back to the left. What you got? What's it say?
I put the 51 in it. Corrected me.
That nice. First down, Unioto at the Waverly 49. Twins to both sides. One back in the backfield. Snap, going to hand it off the right side, trying to get outside, but the Tigers all over it. Mason Pollard, nice job containing. Bill Asano coming to get him on the ground.
Got him behind the chains for once.
You know, and the one thing, we haven't had a lot of great positives tonight. It's been kind of a rough game, but, this Tiger defense shows some speed. They run laterally pretty good.
Well, when you don't have much size, you better have
some speed. That's right. Short sure is skinny. Second and long 11 for the Shermans, just on their side of the 50. Twins to both sides, one back in the backfield. Snap, back to pass, looking, going to throw it down the middle, and he's got it. No!
That's a fumble.
No, it's picked off. Or no, it's on the ground. I think it's incomplete.
That's a fumble.
Is it incomplete or a fumble?
That's a fumble.
We're not sure which. Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete. Yeah, I don't think he ever had possession of the ball.
I think he absolutely did.
We need an instant replay.
T-Fred,
hey, T-Fred, rewind that on YouTube. Let me know if that was a catch or not.
Hes Nelson, it came in and laid the wood there. Hes Nelson did.
Well, and Hes Nelson, I think the ball was right in his hands there after it kind of bobbled around. So, nonetheless, the call is incomplete.
You want to talk about a bright spot? It's been number 5, Hes Nelson.
Yeah, I mean, after he got beat on the play to hoops, he's been lights out since. So third and a long 11, just short of the 50-yard line. Unioto in a hurry to get this play off, and they're going to have to take a timeout. And boy, that could be costly moving forward because I believe that's their second one of the night of the second half. All right, we're going to take a 30-second break. 14-7 Shermans. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football, WXZQ.
What's up? This is Will I Am. I'm joining Stand Up to Cancer and Providence Health System to let you know that colon cancer affects the Black community at a higher rate. But there's hope. If you're 45 and older, go get a colon cancer screening right now because it's 91% beatable if detected early. Ask your doctor or go to providence.org/colon cancer to determine which screening option is right for you.
Dave being Mohawk.
Okay, I have not got a report back from the replay studio in New York.
or
the track. T-Fred's down there on YouTube on the track.
Oh, is it?
Neither one yet. Okay, third and a bundle. I would find number 1, Hoops, and Hes Nelson's on him. Dylan Leith's going to be the safety behind that. 3 receivers out to the left for the Shermans. Shotgun formation. Snap, back to pass, looking left. The whole time he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Sawyer Myers got a hold of him, got cleaned up by somebody else, but Sawyer Myers created the havoc in the backfield.
74, Kenneth Gower.
He's had a decent game.
That's a big play out of that Tigers defense.
Got cleaned up by somebody else.
Well, I didn't know who that fellow was. He's a good fellow, though. So, punting situation for the Shermans. Cage Alexander and Mason Pollard. Is that who that is back there?
Yeah.
Yep. Shermans had 12 men in the huddle. Ran a guy off the field. That's an illegal substitution. And referee Rick Merb's going to call him out for it, I think. That or are they discussing if they got mushrooms on the pizza or not? Which is it? I'm not sure.
Sauce on the hot dog.
Yeah, they're picking it up.
Rick's raising the roof.
Yeah. We don't need no water.
We're gonna do over. We're gonna go a do-over. So back to the punting situation.
I thought the Pike County Replay Center was on Schuster Road.
It might be. It might be. Snap is a good one. The punt is away. It's a high wobbler going to be fielded by Pollard at the 21-yard line, looking for somewhere to run. He's got some room up the left sideline. 50, and into Unioto territory at the 46-yard line of the Shermans.
Beautiful return there from Pollard. We've been talking about getting him and Source the ball a little bit. I mean, those are your playmakers.
The momentum has shifted here. So, from the Tiger side, time to take advantage. From the Sherman side, they need to slow this trend down a little bit. 9:43 to go in the game. Tigers trail 14-7. Waverly will come out, 3 receivers right, tight end to the backside. Motion by Pollard, just a little bit to the outside. Snap to Kelly, back to pass. Looking right, now looking back left.
What a great play.
For Carroll. I don't want to be too critical, but he cut in instead of out. It's still a good play, a gain of 6, 7 on the play.
That might have been 6 if he cut it out that time, but a great play call there.
Yes. 2nd and 3 for the Tigers at the 39-yard line. 9:20 and counting to go in the game. Tigers trail 14-7. Twin receivers right, split left. Snap to Kelly, going to hand it off to Carroll straight up the middle. He's met close to the line of scrimmage. We'll give him a gain of 1 on the play. Going to set up 3rd and 2. Tigers having a hard time getting to the linebackers. They're matching up with those front guys, but the linebackers are just coming clean. So 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. They'll have 3 receivers right, and Carroll will be to Kelly's right in the shotgun.
Or motion.
Snap to.
There's no flag on that. That's somebody. Oh.
Snap to Kelly, and he hands it off. He's going to lose a couple.
What's going on here?
There was a weird snap where it looked like somebody jumped, but what a weird night it has been. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Tigers after that strange play.
Both lines moved prematurely there.
Yeah,
before.
I thought so. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left for the Tigers. 4th and 4 from the Unioto 40. Empty set. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looks left. He's got Lane Bear, and he's got a Tiger first down. And look at that. Little extracurricular again by I'm not going to mention who.
Yeah, you don't even have to say it. It's
wow. So 1st and 10 Tigers at the 31-yard line. Nice catch by Lane Bear. Nice pass by Mason Kelly. 7:50 to go in the game. 14-7 Sherman. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Throws it out in the flat. He's got Bear again. Beats Hoops. And he's inside the 20. Still fighting for yardage. All the way down to the 17-yard line. Hoops shot air that time, Harry.
The old whiff.
He gave him no hootie-doo his way in. He tried to wahoo him, Snod.
Yeah.
Bear beat him. So 1st and 10 Tigers at the Sherman 17-yard line. Trips right, Twins left. Motion by Bear.
Oh, false start on the Tigers.
Why'd we travel, Todd? What would we do wrong? As soon as Bear went in motion, they called the penalty, but everybody's got to be set when he goes in motion, I assume. Maybe somebody wasn't.
The right guard flinched.
I got you. But that's great eyes from here, Todd. 3. Empty set again for the Tigers. 1st and 15 from the 22, trailing 14-7 with 7:20 to go in the game. Snap to Kelly. He's going to keep it himself, going to go out to the left looking for some room to run, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds just inside the 15, and that was very nice of Mr. Hoops to hold up the quarterback.
Thought crossed the mind, but.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 now for the Tigers at the 15-yard line. Clock stopped, 7:13 to go.
Tigers approaching 0 yards rushing.
Dynamite drop in. Same formation, empty set. Trips right, Twins left. Snap to Kelly, back to pass. Looks left the whole time. He's got Bear again on the slant. Breaks the tackle. Still going inside the 5-yard line.
How'd they miss the face mask?
I don't know, but they're trying to tug on Superman's cape. Lane Bear putting on a clinic on this drive, guys.
Well, take the hits. They're giving it to you.
What we got?
1st and goal to 4.
Okay. 1st and goal just inside the 5-yard line. Tigers a little confused on what they're doing here. Got 3 guys in the backfield. Splits to both sides. Snap to Kelly, going to hand it to Carroll off the left
Nice
side,
block.
trying to get outside, runs to the cone, touchdown Tigers. Kate Carroll in the end zone for a Tiger touchdown.
Tremendous block by Sawyer Myers there.
Sawyer Myers, that's another big play. The big play on the sack defensively. He's having a good game.
Well, he just got a pancake on that one.
So Hunter Hawk into, I'm hoping Hawk clears the bar a little higher this time.
Well, he's still a little gimpy, if you notice.
As long as it goes in, we'll take it. Snap to Pollard high. He gets it down. The kick is up. Right down the middle. 6:38 to go in the game. All tied at 14. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
I'm Shanola Hampton. Every day, millions of people face hunger. Today, I will share with you some of their experiences. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After paying my bills, I can buy groceries. It's sad to say, food comes last. Alice from Oregon. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people, but anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
Well, we got a football game, man.
Tigers go 8 plays, 46 yards, 3:05 off the clock with Kate Carroll getting his first varsity touchdown.
14 all. Hunter Houck with an end-over-end high kick, fielded at the 15, looking for room across the 20, 25, and spins.
My man Kennison on the play again.
Out of bounds. You know what? Did you order some kind of special glasses? Because your vision is like Superman-like tonight.
Well,
That's the far sideline.
I got 4 eyes working right now. Bro.
Okay, I get it. Okay. So Unioto will have the ball. 6:33 to go in the game.
I like giving the kids props that don't get on the field that often.
Well, I think it's outstanding. I just amazed you.
Well, he's there every time, man.
I got you. I got you. All right, Sherman's going to try to answer as the momentum has shifted to the Tiger team.
Uncle Mo is definitely.
Twins right, split left for the Sherman. Snap, handoff off the right side. And after it looked like there was a hole there, Bilasano closes in a hurry after a gain of 2 to the 29.
There's been multiple candidates for the old big stick tonight.
So 2nd down and 8 for the Shermans. Got to believe Hoops is going to be targeted soon in this drive. Twin receivers to the right. Hoops split out to the left. Hez Nelson looks to be all alone on his own island. Handoff straight up the middle, cuts out to the left. He's hit, pushes forward, and then is stopped at about the 34-yard line.
That's the kid I'd be getting the ball to a little more often.
It's going to be, he's got a little
hitch
in his giddy up. Took me a minute to catch it. 3rd and 3 for the Shermans from their own 34-yard line. Clock running, 5:30 to go. All knotted up at 14.
The bells.
3rd and 3 for the Shermans. Twins left, wing left. Well, sort of wing left. Hoops, man-to-man with Hezzy Nelson out to the right. Snap, back to pass, looking to his left. Got his man on the out across the 40. Bilasano tracks him down out at the 46-yard line.
Nice little route there out of number 24.
Matt Snodgrass.
Jackson Zickafoos.
Zickafoos. So 1st and 10, Shermans. Clock running again, 4:50 to go. Unioto with 1 timeout. Tigers with all 3 of theirs. Squared up here at 14, and I said it a minute ago. Number 1, Hoops, is going to be targeted soon. Hez Nelson says, I hope so. I'm ready. Twin receivers right, split left for the Shermans. Shotgun. Snap, going to hand it off straight up the middle And he scoots forward for a gain of about 3, short of midfield to the 49. Going to set up second.
Every time he runs.
Second and 7.
Wilson. Pickett, Wilson.
Clock running, 4:10 to go. It looks like Coach Hoop's trying to matriculate this ball down the field and end the game with a score. Eastern Eagles still up 19-8. On a side note, Twins right, split left for the Shermans. 2nd and 7 for no 49. Snap, hand off straight up the middle, cuts out to the right. Guess who? Number 4, Bill Asano takes him down. What is that spot? Holy. Is that a good spot? Okay. He pushed him back a little.
For a 160-pounder, Bill Asano.
He gets after it, yeah.
Gets in there and gets it.
3rd and a short 5 for the Shermans. I wonder if this is 4-down territory for them.
I don't know. At this point in the field, if they get 3 yards, maybe.
Well, but the way the Mo is shifted, you give the ball back, you feel like, I don't know. We'll see.
How about this as a pass to Hoops?
Yeah.
He didn't even come in the huddle. He just stayed out there by himself.
Yep, you guys figure it out. Throw it to me. Twins right, split left. Hoops split out there to the left. Hez Nelson's got him one-on-one.
Oh, and they used their last timeout.
And the Shermans are going to use their last timeout. Wow, interesting. Coach Hoops feels like this is the game maybe here on this 3rd down. We'll take a 30-second break with them. All tied, 3 minutes to go, 14-all. We'll be back. You're listening to Waverly Football on WXIZ.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
Here.
We're back at Radiger Field.
Play the game?
What's been for a long time tonight has turned into an exciting high school football game. All tied at 14, 3 minutes to go. 3rd and 5. Snap, back to pass, looking for Hoops. Oh! And well played by the Tiger defense. I think the linebacker, Dylan Leith, got a piece of that one. Incomplete, going to set up 4th down. And coaches are talking. What are they going to do?
Well, ever since we got that Suspicious Minds karaoke rocking, we got us a game rolling now.
That's called a Mo Shifty. Cage Alexander and Mason Pollard back to receive the punt. This could have been one of the times where you look like you're going to go for it, try to draw the Tigers off.
Well, we've been known to jump a time.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, snaps over his head, all the way back to the 25, and he just falls on the ball where the Tigers will take over.
Well, we've been talking about bad snaps all night long. And lo and behold, it goes on the other team.
Sherman's caught in a trap, Harry.
Can't walk out.
So the Tigers, the Cardiac Cats, will take over 1st and 10 at the 25. Man, I really wanted to say whoop-a-boop-a-boo on that, but I couldn't get it out.
I mean, that ball was a good 3 feet over his head.
I thought he was going to pick it up and try to
26-yard loss on 4th
do
down.
something with it. Wow. What a turn of events here. 2:54 to go. Hey, the Shermans burn all their timeouts, man. Just got to get it in Hunter Hawk field goal range to win it here. You think that's
That's not even
plan?
a thought.
Okay. Empty set. 3 receivers right, Twins left. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looks left. He does it.
He's got him.
Does a little throws it in the corner. He was a little late. He completes it out of bounds. Incomplete. I got a little excited.
I can't hear you.
Huh?
You can't. I can hear him.
Something. Hello?
Check whoop. You got me?
Hear you.
You can't hear?
No.
I can hear you, though, so keep talking, Harry. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, we're good.
Twin receivers left, split right. Snap to Kelly. Hands it off to Carroll up the middle. Cuts it out to the left. Trying to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Cuts back to the middle. And inside the 20 all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Kate Carroll with the run of the night, man. They had him swarmed in for basically no gain. And what a cutback.
First and 10, Tigers at the 13-yard line, 2:30 and counting. And, Waverly can take their time here and seemingly run this clock out. Hey, it might be a Hunter Hawk.
Down to 2:20 now.
Twins left, split right. Motion by Sparks. Snap, handoffs, pitch to Cade Carroll outside left. He runs into a wall of folks. Wait, there's a late flag.
I mean, that was.
Nah, they called a holding on 62.
What?
But it was a super late flag out of Merb.
It happened 8 seconds ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it was a hold.
It was a gain. Yeah, it was. I saw it too. It was a gain of a couple up to the 11, but it's going to be holding against the Tigers.
I don't know if they couldn't find his flag in his belt there or what, but they threw that like 8 seconds after it happened. I mean, I kind of saw it also.
I think Merb, as a referee, waits to see if they called it. You know what I mean? Like the guy up there called it.
Well,
and then he's like, hey, wait a minute.
The NBA, see if the ball goes in, or if not, then it's a foul.
So that moves the ball out to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Tigers. 3 receivers right, tight end to the backside. Motion by Carroll. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. No, he's going to keep it himself. Takes it up the middle. Going to get back inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
He had a lot of beef land on him there on that one. There's 3 big guys landing on him.
I know. It's probably, who knows, but it's a 36-yard field goal right now.
It's only 2nd down, boys. Let's get
I know. Clock running, 1:45 to go. Empty set, 3 right, 2 left. Kelly by himself. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Looks left. Going to throw it. He's got Lane Bear, who fumbles the ball. Oh, and Unioto's got it, but there's a flag on it.
No. That's where he fumbled it.
Oh, my gosh. Lane Bear making a move and fumbles the football. Unioto is going to take over.
At the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
With a minute 34 to go.
Are you hearing me now, Todd?
Yeah.
Or you're back? Attaboy. So, 1:34 to go. Unioto with no timeouts.
Man.
So, the Tigers have put Hez Nelson head up on hoops. He needs a little help on this drive. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Todd? You got to.
It's dangerous with the game on the line. You don't want to give up the 70-yarder. And we saw their kicker.
But look, here we are. Hez Nelson going to be by himself again. And Dylan Leith looks like he's in man coverage too. Back to pass, looking left. He's got a receiver wide open down the middle of the field. Hez Nelson trying to catch him. He's cutting to the left. 20, 15, 10. And Hez Nelson tackles him at the 3-yard line.
It's almost, I don't know, it's almost you'd rather him score there than get the ball back.
Wow. 1:22 to go in the game. They're going to call it the 5-yard line.
Number 24 is Dickens.
Now, Todd, you're right, but the Tigers do have 3 timeouts. And
try to hold them to 3.
They're going to roll the clock now. I think Waverly should maybe consider that timeout right now because you can kick a field goal.
Well, they got a kid down over here.
Why is the clock running in? Timeout. See, Merb rolled that clock. We're down to 1:10 to go.
Zickafoos, the kid that just ran the ball
70.
Yeah.
So guys, here, we've seen their kicker. They can kick this, obviously. So the Tigers are going to have to burn all 3 timeouts or just let them score.
That's what I'm saying. It was almost better if he was scored there.
Yeah.
I think, odds.
Well,
unless
and maybe
somehow,
right.
You root for the turnover here somehow.
But maybe right now, though, Todd, on first down, you just get out of the way. What do you think, son? Or do you burn the 3 timeouts and let them kick the field goal, and then because you're only going to have about 45 seconds or so if you use all 3 timeouts.
Let's go back when the Tigers had the ball here. We snapped the ball with 20 seconds to go on the play clock. All those plays there when we could have been milking it down and give them 0. If we don't score, give them 0 time here.
Yeah.
With them out of timeouts and stuff.
Sure. Okay, so the team's making their way back out. Unioto's going to have it 1st and goal at the Waverly 5-yard line. Obviously a blown coverage there. Nice call by Coach Hoops and his staff to get his guy loose. 1:10 to go. Oh, the clock's running now.
Yeah, because it was an injury.
Yeah. Unbalanced to the right, tandem receivers, hand off to that right side, and he's going to reach for the end zone.
They call him down at the 2.
They call him down. The Tigers need to call timeout. Timeout. They do call their timeout.
Okay, now let's go back on the other side here. Why is Unioto snapping that ball with 25 seconds to go on the
Well,
play clock?
I don't know. That's a great question. So 48 seconds to go in the game. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The Tigers have used their first timeout. They have 2 left.
They could have milked that down to 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach Knight is asking Mr. Merb, I'm not sure what he was asking, but.
Put some more time on that clock.
Well, the Tigers did ask for timeout a good 4 or 5 seconds before the clock stopped. But let's go back to the play call. I'm not sure what happened there, but they got a guy wide open loose, which we haven't seen the whole game.
Nobody within 10 yards of
yeah.
Yeah.
Great call. So, again, reset. 48 seconds to go. All tied at 14. It's 2nd and goal for the Shermans at the Waverly 1-yard line.
Man, what a change of events, huh? We had the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like the Tigers either win or overtime, and now it's exactly the opposite. So the Shermans now huddle up. Yeah, I mean, I think the Tigers got to let them score here. I mean, I think that's the only chance we got to win. Snap, quarterback going to keep it himself. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the football into the end zone. Who's got the ball?
Touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. Unioto got on the ball. The quarterback fumbled the football into the end zone. Now, in the NFL, the old Kenny Stabler rule, Harry, that ain't allowed.
The spot of the fumble.
So, 41 seconds to go. The Shermans get on it in the end zone for a touchdown and the extra point to come. So, the Tigers are going to have 41 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Man, oh man, what a wild fourth quarter this has been.
Hey, at the very least, as bad as the first half was, it's been exciting in the second half anyway. So extra point to come. Snap a little high, gets it down, the kick is up. And the kick is wide right, I think. Wide right! He misses the extra point. Oh, my! Hey, folks, we're going to stay right here. Sean, I hope you're okay with that. 41 seconds to go in the game. Didn't expect that one.
No, after as good as he looked on the last extra point.
20-14, Shermans. Now, we've talked a lot about Cody Swords over the last 2 weeks, but we haven't got to mention him much because
just as a punter tonight.
But it's time for kickoff, and Unioto, with 41 seconds, you almost got to kick it deep, right? I mean, you can't give the Tigers the ball.
They've just only been pooching it to like the 35 or 40
right,
here.
Right,
I don't think you want to do that right now.
So, big play. I mean, kickoff is a huge play with 41 seconds.
I guess tonight's game just fits right in with how Southern Ohio football's gone this year.
Well, you don't know what you're going to get from week to week, I guess. So, Swords and Bilisano deep for the Tigers. Unioto leads 20-14.
Well,
and the Tigers got too many men on the kickoff team.
Well, do they have too many men, or is Houck a little hobbled? And
I don't know, but
they had too many.
Well, they ran a guy on.
Oh, okay. So the Shermans set it up on the tee.
How about the
at
road
the 40.
team? How about the road team in this series?
They now spread out. Bilisano and Swords are deep. Just a little note: Swords switched sides, came to our side of the field. Hoping
they're going to get a delay.
That he gets it kicked to him.
Delay
game! There it is, delay game, and that's going to cost the Shermans 5 yards.
How in the world do you do that?
Well, he was talking to Hoops over here on the end of the.
Yeah. So that's going to move the ball back to the 35. And
all yards are important with 40 seconds to go.
41 seconds to go. And again, the Tigers have the 2 timeouts. I'm not sure. Well, I know what best case scenario is here for the Tigers.
Return it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Go for 2.
Ooh, that's a tough one at home. I'm not sure. Let's get the touchdown first. So Unioto to kick it off for their own 35. Swords and Bilisano back at about the 15. The approach and the kick is a
oh my gosh,
terrible
shanky doodle.
Goes out of bounds at the 48-9-yard line.
and that's a penalty on top of it. They'll get it right where it went out. That didn't go out of bounds at the 40.
It went out of bounds at the 48 or 9-yard line. I don't know why they're at the 40. That was one of the stupid, craziest kicks I've ever seen.
We don't get the ball at the 40.
They're talking about it. The ball went out of bounds just across midfield.
Plus, he kicked off from the 35, so he should at least get it at the 45 if that's the.
So they're discussing what to do here.
Why isn't the guy walking the sideline just like a punt?
I'm not sure, but they're going to mark the ball. Well, I'm not sure. They're talking about it now.
At the 45.
It looks like the 45-yard line.
He didn't go that far.
The Tigers will have it first and 10.
Normally, you kick it out of bounds, you get the ball at the 40. But since they kicked it off from the 35, we get it at the 45.
So first and 10 Tigers, 41 seconds to go. Again, 2 timeouts, trailing 20-14. 3 receivers left, split right.
Swords with single coverage for the first time all night down here, and our left tackle just moved early.
They're mad at the center. He didn't snap it when he should have because a few of them jumped. He just chucked him. So that's going to cost the Tigers 5. Back to the 40. Good news is no time ran off. So first down for the Tigers. Again, holding those 2 timeouts with 41 seconds to go. 3 receivers left, split right. Snap to Kelly. Back to pass. Throws it quickly. He's got Pollard, who flips it to Sparks, who is taken out of bounds at about the 45. That old hook and lateral first down.
That was a hook and handoff.
He was out of bounds. The clock should stay stopped.
The Shermans are familiar with that hook and ladder. I believe that was last year we ran that against them, wasn't it?
Second and 2 for the Tigers. 38 seconds or 30, 38. Back to pass, Kelly. Looking, going to fire it down the right sideline. Nobody home.
The 5-yard line was wide open.
Incomplete.
Nice
it's going to be third down.
Well, first and foremost, you got to get a first down.
Yeah, got to get a first down here. So clock stop, 32 seconds. Ball at the Unioto 47. Unioto leads 20-14. Three receivers left, split right for Kelly and the Tigers. Snap to Kelly, back to pass. Running for his life, trying to get away. Throws it, and he throws it away.
Great job just to get rid of that one because that would have been a disaster.
Now it's 4th and 2 for the Tigers. Only 26 seconds to go in the game. Still hold those 2 timeouts, but got to get a first down.
I think you got to come back to this little hitch thing that's been working all night to get the first down.
I reckon. 4th and 2 for the Tigers from the Unioto 47. Game on the line. 3 receivers to the left for the Tigers. Lane, Bear, and Sword's going to split out to the right. Empty set. Got to get to the 45 for a first down. Snap to Kelly. It's a good one. Unioto defends it and incomplete, and that's going to do it, man. You know, Hoops came underneath that hitch route, and boy, I don't know what to say beyond that. I mean, it just, I thought Kelly could have ran for the first down. They only needed the 2 yards, but hey, the Sherman's going to hold on and keep the trend, Snod.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Unioto 14 first downs, 97 yards on the ground on 37 carries, 206 yards through the air on 11 of 22 passing, 59 plays, 303 yards. For the Tigers, 14 first downs, 20 yards on 23 carries, 148 through the air, 14 of 31 passing, 54 plays, 168 yards. Individually for the Tigers, Cade Carroll with 14 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Mason Kelly, 14 of 31, 148 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Lane Bear, 5 for 39. Mason Pollard, 3 for 25 and a score. Mason Sparks, 2 for 57. Has Nelson, 2 for 11.
You done?
I'm done.
Well, listen. Credit goes to Unioto. I mean, I thought they came in here and did what they had to do to win this football game, dominated the first half. And then I can't say enough about the play call there, Todd. I mean, at the end, getting that guy loose. I mean, I don't know if that was the first time they called that the whole game or what, but
all
huge.
the attention was, focused on Hoops on this side of the field, and Zickafoos runs wide open right down the post, right down the center of the field, and the Tigers had their chance. I mean, we had 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line here to win the game, and can't get it done.
Unable.
Then give up a 78-yard play on the next play.
That's a tough one. Well, and the Tigers got to bounce back. SOC play starts next week. Travel down to Lucasville Valley and try to heal up. The Sherman's pretty excited, as they should be. It's a big win.
That's a big win for them.
So we will be back next week, hopefully back on our station on WXIZ and streaming live on YouTube, Total Sports Media. Been an interesting game, a little sluggish in the first half, exciting in the
Maybe
second.
I'll stay home next week.
And the Shermans pull it out by a score of 20-14. We'll see you next week. You've been listening to Waverly Football on WXZQ.
Looking to buy or sell a property? Brewster Real Estate and Auction is here to help.